Okay, this thing's so screwed. Anyway, g'day, hello, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. It is much appreciated. Welcome along to the first live stream in a wee while. Took a little break just to recharge my batteries and think about life. And here I am. Here I am indeed. So apologies for the late start. I'm trying to connect my phone to my computer, but it doesn't seem to want to do it because I've got pictures on here that I would like to show you. So I'm going to have to sort of send them to myself. I'll explain why shortly. Oops, daisy. Hello, you. How are you doing? So just bear with me a second while I sort all this out. Right, let's cover off. What's happened over the last week. Bit disappointed to wake up this morning to an email from the company that I've been speaking to about a job, and despite, sorry, that's me, despite the gentleman telling me, what have I done? Despite the flipping heck, despite the gentleman telling me to apply for the job, I got an email back from HR saying thanks but no thanks. So that was a bit of a shock. It's got to be said. Oh no, I don't think this is going to work. There's 4 videos on there. Is that going to work? I'm going to say it's too big. Yeah, I don't think so. I think you would say that. Let's just go that one and that one then. No, that's still too. See, this is the problem. I can't send. What's his name's videos? Oh, I know how to send them. I've got a bogus WhatsApp address to me. Ha! So they'll come on WhatsApp. That'll be good. Yeah, so that was a bit of a blow. Bit of a blow to wake up to this morning. But no, just send the damn things. So I sent him a quick message saying, thanks for your time, but I've just had an email saying thanks but no thanks. So we'll see what happens with there. Now the problem with that is that I was referred to by the employment recruitment agent, and he had told her that it was all good. So maybe it's a breakdown in HR thing. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. So that's the job. Football, they just can't stop. Birmingham City cannot stop. We have not lost a game. It's a loss. We have drawn, but we haven't lost a game in 19 games on the bench. 19 games, top of the table, 12 points ahead, still with 2 games in hand. Still a long way to go. But absolutely brilliant performance over the weekend. 1-0 over Reading, who we actually lost against first game of the season. So that was a bit of payback, bitch. What else has happened? So the weekend, I think the biggest thing to talk about is the weekend. Last weekend, my brother, who works for Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, came to New Zealand on the weekend. and I caught up with him. I haven't seen him for 10.5 years. Oh, no, that's a lie. Sorry, 9.5 years. 2015 was when I came back. That's Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You mean football players in general? Yeah. Some do. Not the mighty Birmingham, though. We don't play like that. We're fucking hard. So I haven't seen him for 9.5 years, and finally got to catch up with him on the weekend. We had a few beers, caught up with a couple of people. That's an interesting story. I'll tell you when we get a few more people in. And then he said, are you going to the concert? I said, well, no. A, I can't afford it, and B, I hadn't really thought about it because it's so far away and all this good stuff. And I think my phone has finally linked. No, it isn't. Enable Wi-Fi on your phone. What? Enable the Wi-Fi on my phone. The Wi-Fi isn't enabled on my phone. What? Oh, this thing's driving me crazy, man, I'll tell you. Where's the I don't know where the app is. Oh, it doesn't matter. I fixed it anyway. So he says, all right, I'll get you in. You just got to get there. So I contacted a friend who told me he was going, and he picked me up. So he picked me up on Saturday morning, 10 o'clock Saturday morning, and we made our way there. And we found a great spot. And we watched the whole list of artists, including John Stevens, who was the lead singer of INXS for 3 years, who was absolutely amazing. There was another group that I can't remember for the life of me the name of them. They were shit anyway. There was a local band, well, not local, but a Keighley band called Castaway. They were pretty good. Did some covers, did some original stuff. Then Tom Bailey from the Thompson Twins came on. Just not good. Just not good. Just shocking. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. And then OMD, Orchestral Mirrors in the Dark, came on, and they were fantastic. But I will talk about that a little bit more when we get some more people in. Now, what I have got to do is I've got some footage on my camera, which I need to download. So let me deal with that while we're yakking away. Oh, it's an app, isn't it? That's right. Import. There we go. I'll tell the story now. So the weather was absolutely okay. Oh, here we go. So the weather was beautiful, 25, 26 degrees. And yeah, I wore a pair of jeans, of all things. Didn't realize it was going to be quite so warm, but that's okay. Then we found a good spot, which was nice. You'll see that in a moment when I bring the pictures up. And the sun was behind us, which was nice. So the sun was in the sort of north, which was nice. So it wasn't in our faces or anything. But the beer tent was behind us. So, of course, every time I went to the beer tent, I was catching the sun. And as you can see, I have caught the sun. In fact, I am sunburnt. I got back, did to start not feeling very well, headaches, nausea. So I got sunstroke. So I spent most of one of the days in bed. And I also got first-degree burns on my nose. The skin has actually come off my nose. So, yeah. Yeah. No, this is not. This is. It's not showing me the images. Oh, there's the pictures. Oh, Diesel, that was it. Diesel was the other group. Diesel with Kim Willoughby. So let me lock that one. And that one. And that one. That was John Stevens. And that one and that one. That was OMD. That was OMD. And that one, that one. Okay, now I've selected them. What do I do? Oh, add. Sounds. Create. Select that and okay, that's all good. You caused me to slice my finger open on Friday, so you win. Well, it depends how bad the slice was. If it was a nick or you half chopped it off, I don't know. I think first-degree burns. I think that's pretty impressive. Pretty sure that's impressive. Okay, it's nearly done. Once I've done this, then I'm sorry, I can concentrate. But I just didn't get a chance to do it yesterday because, like I said, I was catatonic. It's Duncan. It's Duncan. Oh, you had to go to the. Okay, you win. Beautiful. All right, that's done. So we can forget about that. We can forget about that. Okay, you definitely win. I was about to say it's about time you won something, but you won bloody bingo, didn't you, a few weeks ago? Oh, talking of bingo. That reminds me, I've got to email the geezer. Oh, you'll hear me saying geezer a lot because that's what me and my brother used to say that's how we talk when we hang out. So you'll hear me say geezer a lot. So the computer guy couldn't fit me in over the weekend, so he was supposed to contact me today. So I need to flick him an email. Pretty toot smart. In fact, do you mind if I do it now? So the computer guy couldn't fit me in, so waiting to hear back from him. And I lost my train of thought. I was going to say. What was I talking about? Oh, bingo. For some reason, I couldn't find a particular photo, so I dove into the other SSD, and it was in a different folder. So I was, oh, thank goodness for that. I found, and then while I was looking for that, you never guess what I found. I found all the bingos, so I don't have to rewrite them. I've actually found the original bingos, so I've got those. We just need to get the computer fixed. I've sent the guy the email. Hopefully we'll hear back today, maybe get it in tomorrow. Hello, Paracord Princess. Not a lot, just talking about the weekend, talking about my sunburn, my first degree burns on my nose, and the sunstroke that I had, which was nice. But Robin upstaged me with a trip to the ER with a sliced finger. So that's all good. I think that's all I've got. So I have got the pictures. I need to play around with them and get them downloaded. Let me just make sure I've got them. Pictures. Yes, I have. And also I thought I took more than that, but that's okay. So the concert was brilliant. It was really good. I really had a really, really good time. The end of the concert, I will delete. It may not seem like a lot to you, but to me, it meant the world. And I'll explain that. I'll explain that later. What else? What else has happened? I think that's about it, really. I think that's about it. Oh, Paracord's got a story to tell. Hang on, let me have a quick think. Let me have a think logically. No, I've covered off everything. So let's do this. Let's, oops, daisy. Oh, there's another story. There's another story. So, Mr. Melloway.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't fixed it yet. I'm probably going to be a little bit echoing, so I'm going to mute myself.
Whoa. Oh, shit, I've got cables everywhere. Right. Get rid of that. Shit. Right.
Can you hear me?
Ow. I can indeed, sir.
Yeah, I'm making some food in the meantime, so I'm going to mute myself once in a while just when I do the noisy bits. So I'm on my phone right now.
Yep, that's okay. That's absolutely not a problem.
Yeah, also, you need to apologize for my cut on Friday.
Little bit robot. Tell me the story, sir. Tell me the story.
Oh, yeah. Well, clearly, the lack of streams during the week caused me to develop self-harm issues where I cut my finger. I can only imagine that being the case.
Okay, that was it. So it was absolutely my fault for not being live on YouTube.
Exactly. And now you owe me $500,000.
Oh, just take it out the 4 million.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not greedy. Fucking yeah, about that thing. Do you have any idea how fucking embarrassing it is to sit at the ER with your fucking finger cut in the waiting room? It is embarrassing.
You got to sit like that, haven't you, or something like
that? No, I had it dropped in about a ton of paper, toilet paper, and then I had ice packs on it to restrict the blood flow because I couldn't get it to stop bleeding. I waited for like 3 hours before I went down there, and I was after calling the actual ER just to make sure that I should come in. We don't have, unfortunately, like what do you call that?
NHS.
No, like when you have doctors on call, essentially, but it's not emergency; it's just sort of weekend open.
Yeah, like a health line.
Yeah, sort of. We don't have that on the island because we're an island, so we just have the ER.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Luckily, it wasn't very busy, and once I got in, it was quite quickly taken care of. They glued it together and taped it and all that shit.
Nice.
Yeah, still hurts like fuck.
So apart, no shit. So apart from trying to blame me for self-harming, what exactly?
I think I successfully blamed you for self-harming. Actually, it wasn't an attempt. That was a success.
Because you were in fact harmed by yourself.
Yeah.
So
and I feel that that it was your fault. So you can't be denying my truth because that's some sort of Easterphobe or something.
Okay. And
also me too.
Paracord Princess asks. Well, Paracord's asking, $500,000. So that's the compensation he wants off me, Paracord. He wants $500,000 compensation.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And I will get I'll get Mr. Squeak, my lawyer, onto that, and we'll get you fixed up.
Honestly, if there is one person I can absolutely 100% defeat in court, in this case, that would be
Mr. Squeak.
Yeah.
All right then. Oh, here's a good segue. In that case, I Better Call Saul. Boom. Boom.
I never actually watched that. I burned out on Breaking Bad around I can't remember what season, but the Fly episode. That one just annoyed the shit out of me, so I stopped watching after that.
Yeah. I can't get it. I think it's on Netflix, so I can't afford Netflix. So I'm a little bit gutted. Well, sorry, mate, you're roboting.
No. Well, have you tried Sailing the Seven Seas?
That was good. That was their opening song. The whole thing was brilliant. We'll play some clips in a minute. Where was I? Yeah, so Better Call Saul is on Netflix, and I'm just gutted because when I watch my YouTube shorts for like 6 hours on the trot, there's always clips of it. And I'm going, oh man, I wish I could watch this. I wish I could watch this. So it's a bit, but I can't justify spending. I think it's $15 here now on
Really?
Netflix. Yeah, I think so. I can't justify it. I spend
like 12 here, I think.
Yeah, I spend 12 on Prime, and to be fair, I do quite well out of Prime. I do. They have got a very, very long list of movies and some relatively good TV shows.
I just have it for the deliveries, then I sort of, get Prime as well.
Yeah. So I'm almost at the end of Chicago PD. I'm on season 9. Got about 10 episodes left of that. It's pretty good. It's a bit cheesy. It's just a TV drama, but it's called Chicago PD, Chicago Police Department, and it's been the same cast for a very, very long time.
Well, that's unrealistic, isn't it? There's no way someone can live in Chicago that long and not die, basically.
For 10 years, yeah. Well, Jay, I think Jay's been shot 3 times. Kim's been shot twice. So yeah, I mean, it's sort of real. But yeah, so Kim, Kevin, Jay, Russo, and the Sergeant. So 5 of them have been there all 9 seasons. It's kind of good to have that sort of continuity because they create their personal stories around it and all that. So,
that's kind of necessary, I reckon, for a TV show. I hate when they have constantly swapping casts every 5 seconds. It's so annoying. You can never get to know.
Yeah, I can't be doing that.
Are you talking about Doctor Who?
I never actually watched Doctor Who, but I hate what they've done with it still.
They keep changing the Doctor.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, but then that is actually part of the story, at least. So they can justify it in Doctor Who specifically. But I don't think you can do so in other shows.
Because isn't Doctor Who's thing that he can't die, but when he does die, or when he gets killed, should I say, then he comes back as a new person as such. So I think
he has to sort of renew his body or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've never seen it.
No, that's the only thing I know about it. That he can't actually die, but he can be killed. But then he has to come back as somebody different. So yeah, I mean that's kind of a good premise.
The problem is that BBC essentially for the past, I want to say 6 or 7 years, decided, no, we fucking hate the fans. So we're going to mock, belittle, and just ruin everything for them. So they made it 100% pure politics all the time and nothing else. And it's fucking ridiculous. So first they erased that, no, he's not actually a man. He is in fact a woman that the men stole.
Oh, that's wrong. You can't.
No, they made him into a black queer dress wearing. I don't know what it is.
I can't remember her name. She's a really northern actress. She's a good actress.
Yeah, not in that though. I've seen clips of her, and god damn, she's awful in Doctor Who. Yeah, no, but the one that replaced her is a black sort of queer guy. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. He cries constantly.
I didn't even know it had changed again. I thought she was it. Oh
no, I think it's 1 or 2 years ago.
Oh my god! Shows how much I watch it.
Yeah, I get annoyed when they destroy things with legacies, regardless of what it is. That pisses me off.
That's a shame. That's a shame. Anyway, so
I think you're botting a bit, Chuck.
Telling stories at the moment. Apparently, my first degree, tiny little nick that he got to his finger. So, Paracord, have you got any stories to tell us at all, Paracord?
On my earbud, but they don't want to cooperate.
Oh, I was right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but
oh yeah, they're cutting in and out. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, that's a shame.
Well, you shouldn't buy Apple products. That's probably the reason for it.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's your punishment. You bought something from Apple. Right.
Yeah.
No sympathy.
Remember, it's not
This channel has no sympathy at all for anybody that buys Apple products, and that is the official line of this channel.
I think that means I've been part of this channel for several years.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right. And this channel also has no sympathy for small cuts to any part of the hand.
Oh, good, because this sort of like a carving, essentially. It was like Grand Canyon from my finger.
I can only imagine. How long did it take to clean the blood up?
It's still not cleaned up. Jesus Christ. I mean, on me it's cleaned up, but there were a lot of spillage in my apartment, and I can't really move my dishwasher. Sorry, my clothes washer. What's it called? Washing machine with one hand. So I can't get the blood away from like because he was pouring. He was fucking ridiculous.
Oh my stars. So okay, so you cut your finger, blood's going everywhere. It's like a scene from fucking Mike Myers.
It wasn't pumping; it was just flowing constantly.
And you decide to physically call the ER, going, do you think I should come in? Come on, dude.
No, I actually waited. Yeah, about 2.5 hours, I think, before I called the ER.
Mate.
It was a cut on the finger. I didn't think it was like necessary. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. That's why I called them.
Fuck, I'd have just jumped in the car and boom. Oh,
yeah, honestly, I didn't really want to get in the car.
Well, you didn't want to get blood in the car.
Yeah, because the car I have right now here is just my taxi. And, you know, if you get blood in the taxi that I used to drive sick people, they found out about it. That's not like super great or anything.
It's not a good look, as they say.
Yeah. So what I did was I put on a pair of rubber gloves on it and bunched up a bunch of tissues.
Oh,
nice. Then stuck it in a plastic bag. Then I used rubber cord to seal it to my arm. And then I sort of gripped ice pack And that's how I drove to the ER.
Oh my stars! Well, how far was it to the ER?
Oh no, it's not far. It's in the city.
Oh,
Yeah, I live in Visby, so it's fairly central. I can probably walk there in like 20, 30 minutes.
oh okay. Oh yeah.
It's a lot
Oh,
closer
God.
to walk actually than to drive there.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't I can walk in pretty much a straight line, but I can't drive in a straight line because then I have to demolish the city wall, amongst other things, which would be rather difficult with my fucking car. Or well, Skoda, you know what I mean.
I hear you. Oh dear. I mean, I shouldn't laugh. Well, I mean, I should, but you know, I shouldn't really at the same time.
I reckon. I mean, it could be worse. I could have cut 2 fingers. That would have...
Oh dear. Right. Oh, that would have been. So you slowly explained exactly how you cut it.
Oh, hang on, just a second. I was transferring some pasta into a dish.
Right. Just you hang on a sec, because I've just got to top up my drink. Hang on a sec.
Ooh. All right, Gordon. You need to get yourself some Bose headphones and a decent mic. Actually, no, never mind. Fuck those. Go Sennheiser headphones instead. I think you can get some quality ones for maybe $2,000-3,000.
Oh. Is she with us?
No, I just pulled up the chat. I forgot that you could actually do that in StreamYard. Urgent care. Yeah, I think I'm in urgent care code. I'm not super sure, but it's sort of the same thing, and we don't have it.
But it's only a phone call. I don't understand why you don't have it on the island.
No. I don't mean just a phone call. I mean, we don't have any clinics open in the weekend.
Oh, I see what you mean. So it's either ER or nothing, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I thought you. We've got something over here called Healthline. So for this, for example, I just Googled it. But you know, imagine if I didn't have a computer or whatever. Then you can call Healthline and say, "Look, this has happened. I've been in the sun. My nose. It was wet." So the skin had disappeared, and it was the liquid that sits under the skin. And we're in the car driving back, and we're talking about the concert and blah blah and all this, and you know. And then I just felt this drip on my nose. I thought my nose was running. I thought, oh, that's weird. Yeah. But then I touched the outside of my nose, and there's all this liquid. I'm like,
yeah,
that's the liquid under your skin. So I literally burnt the skin off, and it's actually leaking a little bit now as well.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Careful. That's bad.
Yeah, I know. It's a first degree burn.
All right. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I know I shouldn't do it.
I know I shouldn't do it, but it just happened.
But you just can't help yourself.
Well, I mean, I could. I'm thinking about suing the venue because they put the bar to the north end, so that meant I had to walk north to get to the bar. And of course, the sun, you know, caught my nose, and so I might sue the venue.
You could always sue those nuts going on about solar power, I suppose. Clearly, they missed some, so now it hit you instead.
Well, unfortunately, we need that big ball of nuclear fusion. Kind of keeps us going.
You mean the lamp?
Old paracord must be having a right. Yeah. The light above me.
Yeah, that's a hologram machine.
Do you know what I haven't done recently? I haven't watched CC's videos. I think he's bought out 2, and I haven't watched them.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I've actually been sort of avoiding looking at anything.
The body worn cam videos, and I've been watching those. I've been sucked down that rabbit hole recently, so I haven't even watched the CC videos.
You know which other rabbit hole got great suction as well?
Not like me. But the other reason I've been watching them is because I haven't. So, which rabbit hole?
Yeah, do you know which other rabbit hole that is supposed to have great suction?
Which one?
Chilies, of course.
What you mean? You mean an actual rabbit hole? Oh,
No.
God, yeah, no, not even.
At least what Tank and Bubba says.
No, not even touching that with a 10-foot barge pole. I just can't. It's his voice as well. I find he's like Glenn Serio.
Funny that you mentioned a 10-foot barge pole. I heard that's something he enjoys.
Allegedly, just in case he actually does, but we'll just say allegedly. So I was watching my shorts again, because I get totally hooked on these bloody YouTube shorts, and you watch them and you scroll, and there was this one of an auditor, and the cops are there going, look, this is a private car park, get off, you've been trespassed, leave the private car park. Obviously in America, if it's private, you're told to leave. If you don't, then it's criminal trespass. And this guy's just going, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I recognize that voice. And it was an old clip from Glenn Serio. I was like, oh God, that boy. I don't think he's still going.
Yeah, he's filming banks and armored cars.
America. Auditing America. Oh. Yeah, looks like
I don't know what happened. I had put my phone in my kangaroo pouch of my hoodie here, and all of a sudden you guys disappeared. I'm like, what happened?
No, I've been here all along.
I know you have, but I mean, somehow.
Oh, I thought
I got out of there, and I don't know how that happened.
Looks like he's.
I shared with you.
Looks like it's not his own videos.
I don't think I shared with you my getting hurt story a few weeks ago.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. The tooth. You did.
No.
You told us about the tooth.
No, not the tooth.
Oh. Okay.
No, I was walking outside, and I had my slicker shoes on. Not the boots with the good tread.
The reason why I'm talking about storage, but we'll talk about that.
And I'm going to walk to check the mail, and a week before then I had slipped on that ice and fallen. So I should have known better. Went to go walk out there to check the mail, and I slipped again, but this time as I started falling, I guess you could say I got poked by a tree limb. It was the side of my head,
Ooh.
and I'm on the ground.
What?
So I'm laying there thinking, wait a minute, I'm okay, Yeah, I think I'm okay. And I put my hand to my side of my head, and I'm like, I think I'm bleeding. And
Oh,
so I
no.
got up. I went to go we usually go in through the back door, but I couldn't find my keys. I dropped them when I fell. So I go walking around to the front door, and I start knocking on the front door. And my son
This
says,
sounds some.
who's knocking on the front door? Opens the door. I'm standing there with blood on my face. I think he was
Oh,
like freaked, like, Mom.
You just went to get the nail, and now you've come
Right.
back covered head to toe in blood.
Well, not head to toe. It was on my face.
That means one of two things. Either you've done something you shouldn't have, or you've had a really good time.
And it was definitely the former, not the latter.
I was going to say, I don't know if I'd call getting blood all over my face the result of a good time, but...
Well, it depends on whose blood it is.
Oh, yeah. And it depends if it's a Friday or a Saturday night. It makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I don't know. So...
I mean, imagine just that you grab a hold of sort of football-sized object that's sort of attached to a larger object. Then you twist it a number of times and pull it straight up, and it starts, red liquid starts coming down of it, and then you just hold it above your head, feeling it rain down on your face and your chest. And then you grab it by the sort of fur-like thing on top of it, and then you just go.
This sounds really bizarre.
Do you like that, Chili?
That sounds pretty bizarre. I'm not sure what to make of all that.
Good times, good times.
It's talking about
Well,
Chili de Castro.
So
Well,
my
not,
son...
not necessarily. There are other people as well on that list.
Allegedly, of course.
So my son grabs me, pulls me in the house, and I go in the bathroom, and I'm trying to wipe up all the blood. He says,
Goodness.
"You're going to urgent care." And
Wow.
I said, "Hon, kid, I think I'm okay." He said, "No, Mom, you're going to urgent care." He made me go to urgent care, and they said, "Nah, you don't even need stitches."
Oh, wow.
Head wounds always bleed a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it sure did.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the head. You didn't lose consciousness or anything like that, did you?
Oh no. And that was the other thing. They
No.
said, "Did you lose consciousness?" No,
Yeah.
I'm fine. And they're like, "Well, we can't tell if you had a concussion or not, but it doesn't sound like it." So they told my son, "Watch her for the next few hours. If she starts, acting strange or passing out." It's like acting strange.
Yeah,
It's like, well, who can tell,
Yeah, your son's there going, well, I mean, I don't know.
God.
She's like this
That's
all the
normal for
She's like this
her,
all the time.
how define strange.
Yeah, imagine if that happened to Chili and his wife took him to the ER.
Yeah, really.
Yes, if he starts acting strange, just
And she'd be
Well,
like,
that's
"Oh, you
normal
better
for
keep
him. Define strange.
you
How can I
better
tell?
keep him then, because you better keep him because he does this all the time."
Yeah.
I should probably have had
72
him back
old.
for 2 years.
51-50.
So I was fine. They just, told me to watch out for any strange symptoms, and for the next day, and after that, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Tom.
G'day, Mr. G'day, Mr. Castro. Welcome along to the Well, I should rename this to the Bloody Show because we're
Really?
just talking about injuries that are full of blood. I mean, mine's not quite blood; it's sort of bodily fluids. But
Well, you got burned.
That sounds
so-
worse.
I did get burned. Yeah, the skin has disappeared off my nose.
What do you call it?
Ugh.
Meat juices?
I'm not 100% sure what it's actually called.
Stick with meat juices.
I can't Google. Oh, I can Google it. I can do it on my phone.
Because, I mean,
Hang on, I can do it.
the
on my
fleshy
phone.
part of you got sort of heated up and burnt. So then juices start leaking out. That's meat juices, isn't it?
Okay. What is the fluid underneath the skin? The fluid underneath the skin is typically called serum. So, yeah, key points about the fluid under the skin. Simona.
I think part of it is heat
Serum.
under your skin.
Well, only if you've got skin, of course.
Yeah. I suppose.
But when you burn it off, did you say 5150? Well, I am indeed talking about 5150s. I'll mention a few names under that category. You got Glen Serio, Chili De Castro, and now Paracord Princess. Apparently,
What?
right? So,
No,
yeah.
no, that has nothing to do with 5150. Smacking
Well,
your
they
head
told
and,
your son
and
to
falling
look out
down
for
does
crazy
not come
accidents.
under. Well, that still doesn't come under 5150. So
5150. But I think it's your normal everyday actions that we need to be concerned about. You know, not the
oh
falling
well.
down and whacking your head on a tree.
Yeah, stop doing that. That's bad.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have figured
yeah.
that out.
I was going to say if you could avoid,
Just trying to help.
yeah, just avoid doing that. That's just don't.
So, Paracord, the next
Just
time
don't do it.
you just feel like, yeah, I'm going to fall down now, just stop, think about it, and say, no.
No, not a good idea.
Just say
Oh,
no.
she's hit the wrong button. Look, she's rage quit on us now. Look.
Oh, that seems very racist.
She's got to come back because she's got another story to tell us, which is probably a little bit funnier than the falling down story. Anyway, how are you, Mr. Castro? Good to see you here. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, basically to a version of ER.
How long has that been going on for? I'm not one.
Is it still going?
I think so. I've never seen it, but I constantly see ads for it, like all the time. I don't watch any hospital shows other than I thought Scrubs was funny, but I don't watch any others.
Pieces. I think I watched a few in the. Okay, so let's have a look here. Oh, she's back again after the rage quit. It's a bit hard to tell sometimes. Oh. See, I shouldn't be doing this.
It's like, no, I didn't rage quit. I hit a button.
Yeah, of course you did. We believe you.
No, ER stopped in 2009.
Wow. And they're still fucking showing ads for it.
Well, reruns.
Yeah, but you can show ads first. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's the real one. So it ran from 1994 to 2009, 15 seasons.
What did it run from?
Oh,
Lack of audience, probably.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I don't know about that. It's what it was like, but when it was popular, it was pretty popular. So I don't know.
Yeah, but
If
I mean,
it-
hospital shows are always popular with a certain audience because it feels like they only watch that kind of show.
Oh, here you go. So I am absolutely 100% correct. It was running from its audience. So season 1, 94 to 95, 30 million viewers. Nice.
Wait, did you say
Season
95?
15, yeah, 94 to 95.
Jesus,
1994 to 1995. It had 30 million viewers.
Wow.
Season 2 peaked 1995 to 1996. It peaked at 35.7 million viewers. Again, nice. Season 15, 2008 to 2009, 9 million viewers.
Honestly, the 9 million is still not terrible.
It's not terrible, but
it's still good
but when-
ratings.
But when you peaked at 36 million and you drop by that's 75% down to 9 million. Then,
Yeah, but I mean, haven't you seen? Have you seen Batgirl? Have you heard of it?
Who?
Batgirl.
Batgirl. Oh, the movie or the
No,
series?
it was a series that was a few years ago. I can't remember.
Oh.
I think it had 3 seasons. I think it peaked at something like 500,000, maybe 1.5 million. And it's like known as the absolute, well, not the absolute anymore, but some of the worst TV ever made. It was like truly god-awful trash. Basically, the story is Batman dies. His cousin or something, who is a mega lesbian, super powerful woman, basically finds the suit, and some twinkle girl goes, "Oh, the suit is literal perfection." And her response is, "It will be when it's made for a woman." So it's that kind of show. It's fucking disgusting. It's horrible.
Gotcha. It was sort of clasping at straws type.
Well, I mean, it's. Have you seen what's the Star Wars one called? The one with the space witches. Fucking hell! It's not even. It was like a few months ago, and I forgot the name. Fucking hell! Paracord, help me out there.
what are you trying to get here?
The Star Wars series that came like about a year ago. Complete flop.
The
Series on TV?
The TV series, not.
Yeah, I think it was on Disney Plus or something. I'm not sure.
I didn't.
might
Oh,
know.
you talking about the Mandalorian?
No, not the Mandalorian. It was like a bunch. It was about a bunch of space witches.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh no, this is annoying me now. I think I'm like having. I might have suffered a concussion from that fall. Jesus. I'm googling it.
From your fall or my fall?
No, from your fault.
Probably yours.
Oh, from mine. Oh,
Yeah. Like a connected concussion, you know.
Yeah.
Like a family concussion. Ooh, I felt that.
Well, you know, I usually pride myself on my movie and film knowledge, but well, I don't know. I didn't see it, so.
I've never watched anything Star Wars related since the first 3 films.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
only relevant ones anyway. The Mandalorian had so much potential, but they completely fucked it up. The Acolyte, Jesus Christ.
What I would like to see, I don't know if it exists anywhere, is George Lucas's original original vision for all 9 parts and where he wanted it to go.
As far as I know, what I've heard sort of loosely is that that was essentially destroyed by Kathleen Kennedy, that it was burned.
Why no? Oh,
Yeah.
burned. Oh, so it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like erased properly because no one was allowed to see it because she wanted to make her mark, which she certainly did. And I mean, it's essentially like she made her mark the same way. You seen Gladiator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she made her mark the same way Commodus made his mark.
Commodus.
Yeah, except she was far worse and far more incompetent. That is vile human. She has essentially done nothing to earn her position in her life. She was dating and then married a producer and sort of rode his coattails along with everything. And he was friends with Spielberg and George Lucas and so on. So she got a bunch of producer credits without actually producing a film, ever. God awful. Oh yeah, and speaking of my analogy for the entire,
Well,
blood dripping earlier.
Well, I was going to say that's a disgusting move, but it's also quite a clever one when you think about it. That you get a lot of credit for doing nothing.
She was basically a secretary for
Just
George
saying.
Lucas, more or less. She made a lot of coffee, apparently. Then, when George Lucas wanted to sell Lucasfilm to Disney, he wanted to make sure that his vision remained intact and Disney wasn't going to fuck him over. So then she stepped up. Hey, I'll look after it. Just install me as your successor. And he went, yeah, all right. Yeah, you've been with me for like 30, 40 years. I trust you. So she did that, signed the papers, and about 1 day after, she completely fucked it. By literally destroying the entire extended universe, which she'd promised not to do 1 day before. So she's vile, utterly vile. She's incompetent hack. That one, and what's his name?
Not good.
Boss of Disney. I can't remember his name now. Bob Iger. Complete hacks.
Okay. You watch way too many films on TV.
I don't actually watch them on TV. I acquire them elsewhere.
So, Lady Paracord, would you like to tell us another story? Is she still there? Paracord, are you still with us?
Yeah, I think it's there, but messing about.
Yes, she's gone again. Okay, I just had a text from that guy.
What, Chile?
No, this bloke who said, "Oh yeah, we'll take you on. Just apply for the job."
The job stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. I wish you all the best for future opportunities, wanker. You could have said, "Oh, that's a mistake. I said that you're good to go. Let me get onto that and get you back in the fold." But nope. That was basically.
Is he in fact an AI or something? Because that response sort of sounded like it.
Yeah, that was basically go fuck yourself. Now the good news is I have to tell. I have to tell the woman. Jax, despite Gavin encouraging me to apply for the awesome job, HR has what's the word I'm looking for? Or HR will not
decline, maybe. I don't know. Rejected.
Not, yeah, that's a good one. HR has rejected my application. Boom. All right. Tom says here's Chile is the worst. My father's name was Jose Castro, and that twerp being Jose de Castro is too similar for my taste. Adios.
Oh, Tom, what you done is call him Mary de Castro.
Hello?
Hello, Paracord.
Oh.
Where?
Oh, I don't know which one's removed.
She's been cloned.
That one. Right.
Paracord's been cloned. Oh, she has to leave Paracord
Oh,
like
no.
that.
Here, let me
Yeah, there we go.
turn
That's
that
better.
off. All of a sudden, I started hearing sounds, and I realized that the earbuds I was trying to hook up earlier were actually working now. I know, I'm a mess.
And it's
That's Apple for you.
I think you might, and you may have YouTube open somewhere because I'm getting a bit of feedback from you as well.
That might be from me, though. Hang on, I'll mute mine.
Now I'm out back on the phone. I don't know what's going on.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Try it now.
Yeah, could be
Still
tiny
hard.
bit of feedback, but not as bad.
Yeah, it's because I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
I'll sort it out there. Actually, yeah, I can sort it now. I'll switch to my PC. Back in a sec.
Oh, it's okay. Okay. So, we'll wait for him to come back then. But Paracord, you have, and I will encourage you again, you've got another story that you need to tell us. But we'll wait for Robin to come back.
Oh, well, I thought he is
whilst
still there.
He's just
away from the keyboard.
Yeah, he's away.
He's okay. Oh.
So we'll just wait for a smart ass comment from him.
Oh,
here we go.
I would expect nothing less.
Well, that is weird because I shut down StreamYard on my phone. I was still there. Nah, it's probably Chuck's.
That's all good. Of course, it's my fault. Everything's my fault. Okay, so Paracord, tell us the story from the email that you sent me a few days ago.
Oh, the thing that happened on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And if you want to tell it, of course.
Well.
And if you don't, we're just gonna ostracize you. It's fine.
And make up your own story.
Yeah, exactly. Then I decide what happens.
I was called into the office and was told I was terminated.
Jesus. Why?
You don't have to. Don't.
Well, evidently they did. I had been what they considered.
It'll just be between you.
They had said I had been disrespectful to the supervisors.
Oh.
Too many times.
Had you? Well, to put it this way, is the supervisor a fucking dickhead?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, fair game.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about it, and I actually
probably an 8.
I called back to the office that I had called and issued a I don't know what you call it.
A warning?
No, like I disagreed with it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Gotcha. I was disputing the firing, and I'd even written them a letter about this. That they had me at the self-checkout station, which is 4 registered, and I had told them more than once. I said, this job is pretty stressful on me, you know, and that I wanted some time at another register away from it because it was just wearing on me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because there's 4 registers, and at least a couple times a day somebody is angry about the self checkout and starts unloading on me how they hate the self checkout and why is it here, and they're it's taking away our jobs and yada yada yada. Like I can do anything about it.
Wait.
Of course you can't.
How is the self checkout taking away their jobs?
Well, because think about it. There's 4 registers.
Oh, you mean your jobs? Yeah, sorry, I thought you meant like customers were saying
Oh, no,
that
no, no.
it was taking
So-
away
They
their
were
jobs.
taking away there are 4 registers and 1 person. There should be 4 people
Yeah,
Yeah.
instead of me.
yeah.
But that's what we call efficiency. That's what we call, I don't know, modern technology. That's what
I
we
think
call
you
the way
call it,
forward.
That's the other thing. People would come up there and they'd be like, I don't know how to work this thing.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. It's 2025. These
I was going to
people-
say, it's probably only been there about 10 years.
The electronic register's been around for like 40 years. And you're going to tell me you don't know how to use it. Well, I know some machines are different than others, but you know.
It's the
And
same principle. You get a barcode, you scan it in front of the reader, you put it to one side, and then you press pay, you pay, and you go. That's it.
Right.
That's how a register works.
No,
It's just
that
the
is
fact
not
that
how
you've got to.
that's not how self checkout works, Paul. What happens is simple. You take your cart, you go up to the self checkout, you take the cheapest thing, scan it, hit pay, then walk out with all of it. That's how you do it.
oh well, yeah. No, I'm there.
That-
That was one of the things my job was to watch and make sure people didn't do that.
Oh, but that's
Yeah,
when I
exactly,
send in Chuck to tell you that, oh no, I don't understand how any of this works. Please help me. And then you're
This
busy with
works,
him,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then I'll do this thing.
And obviously, it was
and then he'll do it right behind me. Yeah.
it's easy. And I can't stand this newfangled stuff. And I said, we know once upon a time the car was a newfangled thing. You want to give cars back now? What about telephones?
Yeah, the
Telephone
whole-
used to be a newfangled
the whole-
thing.
That's it. Once
I
upon a
don't know.
time, we had a literal horse that used to drag us from one place to another. Now we've got horsepower. Okay, so
But
tell me
seriously,
you don't want that.
if tomorrow we woke up and there were no cell phones at all, it just stopped existing, I think I'd be all right with it. I'm not a big
I think I
fan
would
of
too.
cell phones, or I very much miss like 20 years ago or more when not everything was so fucking evolved, and the current generation didn't exist and all that. It was nicer.
Yeah, but you see, none of that is my problem. But
Well,
yet
Paul, it's your fault.
oh,
No, you see, if you in like the early 90s, maybe late 80s, had strangled all the people inventing this stuff, then none of it would have happened. You see what I mean?
and so many people needed help. I thought to myself sometimes, why do we have self checkout if so many people, need help all day?
Because it's cheaper. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there you go. Well, my military ID didn't scan. Oh, my card wouldn't work. Oh, I don't know how to get to the pay screen. Oh, I scanned this twice, and we had to remove it if somebody scans something twice because we can't let people.
Yeah.
What Ravan said, they'll cancel everything out and pay for one thing, So.
Yeah, I accidentally double scan stuff sometimes, especially if it's like on a big pack or something, and you sort of you push the entire thing back and it picks up the barcode twice.
Right.
But overall, I quite like the self-checkout. I found it relaxing to just end with, you put stuff in your bag, you check it. I found it relaxing.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
The
a lot
one
of
ma-
it's
the one
giving me
made.
a hard time
Sorry,
about
go
it.
on.
Like I can do something about it.
Well, it must have been
One of the
clearly
major
you're the one
problems
who
is
I don't know nothing. I just work here.
yeah.
I'm
What-
I'm the lowest.
one of the major.
I'm of the food chain here, so
I've heard that argument been made before, though not with great success. I think it was during the Nuremberg trials. I don't know. I just work here.
I just work here. Yeah. I just wear the uniform. I don't know what's going on.
In all
They gave me
fairness,
this
though,
uniform.
in all fairness, in that aspect, it wasn't really like people had the choice.
No.
in some cases, I don't know. Anyhow,
One of the worst problems. Sorry, let me just finish this. One of the worst problems with self checkout, especially about scanning things twice, is if the volume isn't turned up properly. When you hear the beep scanner, I didn't hear. If the volume was accidentally dropped or somebody's hit a button, then that does cause like a double or sometimes a 3-time scan. I know I've done that before.
yeah.
When you don't hear the beep, you go, "Oh, did that scan?" So
And then you call for help, and he goes,
anyway,
"Hey, Sonny, I think there's something wrong with this machine.
right,
It's her
machine,
construction."
and it's your fault.
Yeah, do your old man voice.
So anyway, yeah. So anyway, continue. So you sent the letter in, and you're at self scan, and you wanted to move, and then what happened?
Well, they kept putting me there. And there was even one day where I was scheduled to be somewhere else. They crossed it out, wrote somebody else's name, and put me back at self checkout. And it was like, oh.
That's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, and that sounds sort of, I don't know, intentional, really.
I'm wondering.
Sounds like it. Yeah, sounds.
Did your supervisor have any beef with you for some reason?
I'm not sure, but possibly. But
you never know. You never know.
I'm not entirely sure. But the other thing is, when you're standing at a register, you get to stand on something that's called a Chuck knows about these, I bet.
Yeah, the mats.
The mat, yeah.
That you can stand on it. It helps reduce the pressure from standing on concrete floors. Well, guess what? At the self-checkout, I didn't get one.
No, of course not. No, because you're supposed to be constantly moving, but...
Well, and it's like, wait a minute, I get 4 registers, but I don't get a fatigue mat. I said, wait a minute, there's something wrong with this. Of course, that's just her, she's crazy, don't bother.
Yeah.
And so, to the person I was disputing this to, I let them know.
So the upshot is
that I'm home.
And so the upshot from all this is this backwards and forwards, the letters and the little conversations resulted in
My getting fired. I don't know.
Yeah, they sacked her. That's bad.
What
happened to arbitration? What happened to let's discuss
over here that being a legal firing.
What happened to absolutely 100%?
It was on the basis that I had told them that this position was stressing me out. And the other thing is, when I received my second warning, because usually they write this out, hence you're being written up, and sign it. He didn't do that the second time.
No, then it's not valid.
That's what
And
I'm
it's
wondering.
not valid at all. It's
That's
not
what I'm
valid
wondering.
if it's not written.
Yep.
The only way they can actually fire you, and it was the reason I got fired. It was classed as gross misconduct because I completely failed to adhere to company policy. But that was company policy. That wasn't me just opening my mouth saying, "Hey, I don't think this is right," or blah 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 blah. It was I completely screwed up the policy. I completely ignored it. So that is gross misconduct, and that's sackable on the spot. And I get that. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Is it actually called gross misconduct though? Because I found that to be weird. The phrasing of it.
Yeah.
Because it would just be
it
gross
was my
violation, perhaps, or something like that.
That would be you show up nude or something for work. That's
no,
gross
no,
Did you
no,
misconduct.
did you show up nude for
Yeah,
work?
well, apart from the fact I showed up nude for work, then I tackled a shoplifter. So you know, they sort of put the two together in a big bundle and just went, gross misconduct.
Well, I know that if a man runs around naked tackling people, that's typically frowned upon in most situations. Yes, that's
well in most countries.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
several countries, in fact. Yeah.
Or you walked up to a cashier and grabbed her behind. That would be gross misconduct.
Well,
Yeah.
well. Let's stop. Wait. How hot is she?
Unfortunately, I don't think that comes into the equation.
Oh, it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. Well, she was a 10. Yeah, but still, you know, still not right. But so the first time it happened, I just had a meeting and just said, look, this is not how we do it. It's not the policy. So please don't do it again. The second time it happened was 2 days before I was due to go on holiday. So they couldn't process anything quick enough because I was about to leave the country. Because if you're going to have a disciplinary meeting, it has to be done like immediately. So when I got back off holiday, then I got called up into the office, and of course the I suppose for want of a better description, the statute of limitations had passed. The fact that it hadn't been addressed immediately meant they couldn't do a written warning, etc., etc. So I just had another sort of verbal saying, look, come on, we spoke to you about this in January. This is now June. You've done it again. Next time it'll be like a proper meeting. Oh, yeah, okay. And then it happened again. And
by the way, when you say tackle people,
tackle,
like
as
proper tackle, rugby tackle,
as in hands-on,
yeah,
restraining.
Not
quite American football.
Maybe some bruised knuckles.
Well, if I said football, you would have thought about soccer and there's some tackling.
It's just well, funny enough, we did have one guy. He stole some stuff. We got the property back. He took a swing at me. So once you get aggression towards you, then you're justified. But you can't initiate the aggression, if you know what I mean. So he took a swing at me, and that was it. Of course, I saw red. Anyway, he takes off. He gets lucky because we had double opening doors. You go through an opening door into a foyer and then a second opening door.
Yeah.
And he got so lucky that the final door, somebody had just walked towards it, so it opened. Otherwise, he'd have ran straight to the glass, which would have been absolutely fucking hilarious. It would have been. I mean, that would have been a terrible, terrible accident. Sorry, did I say it would have been fucking hilarious? Anyway,
yeah,
so he gets
those repeated accidents.
So anyway, he gets lucky. The door's open, and he starts running. Now I've had a swung at me, so I'm justified. So I am right behind this guy. I am just about a meter behind him, and I'm going full tilt. This was a couple of years ago, so I was 52 at the time, but I was right behind this bastard, and I was just about to kick my leg out and like catch his legs. But
Decentralizing.
I'd slowed down just a little bit. He was just that little bit too far in front of me, and I just couldn't catch him. But cops did turn up very quickly, and he was arrested not far away. So that was a good result.
Hmm.
But yeah, in terms of tackling, then that would have been an actual tackle. But yeah, it's the laying on of hands, and it's not done. It's not even part of New Zealand law.
It's fucking ridiculous.
You just can't do it. So obviously, if it's not law, then it's not company policy. If it's not company policy, you've done it 3 times, then it's out of a deck sheet. Out of a deck.
Basically, there is no fucking excuse for that shit. If you steal from someone, then you sort of signed up for, well, whatever is coming to you.
Oh, 100%. And the problem is, so I'd been there, I've been there, what, 2.5 years or so. And I was so loyal to that company. You know, I went in on days off. I went in for meetings on an early shift when I was on a late shift. I swapped with my offsider. They says, "Oh, can you work this day instead of this day? Can you?" Yeah, fucking yeah, whatever you want. I was so loyal, and because it's a family-owned business, each Pack and Save is a franchise. So people actually buy that franchise. So it's their company. And when you work for a couple who own the business, who look after, I don't know, 120 staff, and when I say look after, I mean they looked after us. They really, really did. You feel as though you're stealing from my family, and that's how I felt. I thought,
Yeah.
You're stealing from my house. You're stealing from my house, almost, and it just gets really personal. And you mix in the personal with police, and it's just a bad combination. Bad combination.
Well, I wouldn't say
So,
bad, really, per se.
you know,
I don't have any
Right.
sympathies for anyone getting fucked over.
no,
I mean,
no,
if
I
the-
don't. But
to put it this way, one of my favorite videos on it's probably still on YouTube. It's from Brazil. It's a motorcycle thief. Basically motorcycle hijacker. So a guy runs on his bike, gets pulled over by 2 guys, one has a pistol to him. That guy jumps on the bike, gets maybe 50 yards, and is just mowed down by a fucking police and killed. And
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with that. I think it's ha ha ha. That's all I think about it. Because if you're gonna play in dirt, you're gonna get dirty. Simple as that.
100%, 100%. If you're gonna act like a mother trucker, then expect to be treated like a mother trucker. You know. What's that saying? Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Oh
God. I just remember the Donut Operator video when he that was one of the comments. It was basically one of those fucking morons during 2020, and he climbed up on top of a cruiser, and they were like they were beating at it because they were fucking morons basically. So this guy's on the roof, the cruiser just takes off. So he or she or it gets thrown off anyway, and does sort of a somersault and goes and face plants on the concrete, and it's fucking glorious. And
nice.
Yeah, it's so funny, and the people going around about, oh my god, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. It's so funny. Paracord drop off.
Yeah, she's gone again.
Oi, Paracord, get back here. Right this instant.
Oh, that was a bit assertive. So just my employment woman's asking me questions.
Your employment woman.
Yeah, so I think I've mentioned this before. So the unemployment people, they sent me to an individual company that helps, like a consultancy, but she's this woman. Her name's Jax. She's rejigged my CV, and she's done me a covering letter that I can adjust and things like that. And she's got contacts, so she can call these up, say, "Are you looking for someone?" And rah rah. So she's just asking me, "What the fuck happened?" Basically. So, well, I did what the geezer told me to. I applied for that job and I got refused. So she's going to reach out to some others.
Who's your who's you got on your references? Which ones you got? Because I'm thinking maybe there's someone doing casting shit on you from there. Just talking.
Well, this
like
one
that.
didn't. Yeah, this one didn't even get to referee point. The last one did, but I think I explained what happened with that. Is that he sent me a picture of the form and the boxes, and it says what were the roles of the applicant and why did he leave. So being really lazy, well, not really lazy, but yeah, kind of being lazy, I just cut and paste from my CV and sent that to him. And I think what he did, he then cut and paste into the box. And they've obviously looked at it and went, well, this is directly from his CV. So what I should have said, I should have cut and paste and said, right, this is what I did, but put this in your own words. Don't just cut and paste. That's what I should have said to him, thinking that he would do that. But no, I think he just cut and paste. And they obviously thought that because there was a cut and paste from my CV, that was a dicky referee. So I'm going to have to think about somebody else. And I can't go back to back to Pack and Save because they will say, well, he was terminated because he for gross misconduct. So that doesn't look good.
Yeah, but that whole running
the
naked at
problem I'm
people.
running into now is I'm thinking, okay, now I go to get another job. You know, I can't mention this place.
You don't have to mention them. It doesn't have to be your previous employer unless they specifically ask for it. It just says 2 referees, which can be anywhere. It could be someone from 30 years ago.
Like,
You know.
I mean, I've got a good 2-year solid work experience there. You know, that I'd like to be able to use. And
yep.
What you did before that?
You know, and Chuck, like you said, you know, I worked every hour that they asked me. I came in when I didn't have to because somebody else called out, you know, a bunch of times.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Just go to the top line.
Yeah, I'm not going to run into that problem because I never do anything for anyone else.
Well, at the time, you know, you get extra hours, which means extra money. So.
Yeah, but that also means extra hours.
Yeah, I know. I remember a long time ago, me and some friends of mine were sitting around, you know, thinking, and we said, yeah, you know, when you're home all the time, you've got plenty of time to do what you want, but you have no money. You know, and it's like, okay, you get a job, and it's like now you've got money, but you've got no time because you're at work. And then you work overtime, which means you have even more money, even less time.
But there is a trick to this, you see. The trick is that you don't work more. You learn to live for less.
God, my knuckles.
What's up, Retro?
What's up, Robin? How you doing, Paracord? Good to see you, Chuck.
I'm finding that. Good. Good day, Retro. Good to have you here. How are you, my friend?
Doing good. Just had a hardcore gameplay of Turok 2. Ooh, I can feel it in my knuckles.
Ooh.
Ooh. God, the
Ugh.
keyboard. The keyboard handiwork, I tell you.
Yeah, I saw you
Uh-huh.
live. Yeah, saw you live. Did you have fun?
Of course I did. I got to fight the first boss in the game, and I only died once and lost 1 life point, and then I beat the boss. So I'm
That's not bad.
only 1 loss. That's it. And then my Turok respawned and came back with a vengeance.
So you lost 1 life. You lost 1 life. I nearly lost a finger. Chuck lost his nose, and Paracord nearly bashed her brains out. So yeah.
Yeesh, everyone lost something.
No. You were so. Hang on, Robin. You were so close then. So Retro only lost 1 life. You nearly lost a finger. I've lost the skin off my nose, and Paracord lost a job. Boom. There you go. That's how you do a segue.
I was thinking more about injury-related stuff.
But Paracord, how are you, sweetheart? How are you guys?
Oh, gotcha.
doing all
I see
right.
where you went with that.
Hold on. It says this. Oh, we lost Paracord. Must be our internet connection.
Yes.
No, it's probably Chuck's fault.
Hey, corned beef.
Chuck, you need to stop booting Paracord. It's not nice.
Yee.
Oh,
Oh, I gotta get
it's all good fun. It's all good fun. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
It's
Okay,
probably
so-
racist as well, I'm sure.
1, 2,
What a
3,
stretch.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
What song is that?
So
Wait,
my
Chuck,
employment woman
what
has just sent
song
me an
is
email.
that?
What song?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It starts like that, counting
Sorry,
to 8.
I missed.
Oh.
What song is that? It's, I want to say 70s.
I can't think of it. It's not crossing my mind, unfortunately.
Sounds about right.
Hold on, guys. I gotta make myself a pub sandwich. So hold on. It's March.
Okay.
It's March, which means St. Patty's Day month, which
Oh,
means
yeah.
Boston, which means Boston Tea Time month, which means Boston tea and a pub sandwich. BRB.
I completely forgot
man.
it was March.
Oh,
Yeah,
which
it's actually my
means-
brother.
Sorry. You know what the problem
Yeah,
is?
mate.
I'm actually trying to do something while I'm on the phone.
Yeah, don't do that.
And
And
Robin,
Somehow
It's
I
all-
keep touching the screen.
Yeah,
and
not a good
getting
idea.
kicked out.
it's also my brother and my grandfather's birthday today.
No. Congratulations, sort of, I think.
My brother turned.
You
My
celebrate?
brother
No.
Darius turned.
No. No.
My brother Darius turned 28. Grandpa, I have no idea. I haven't been keeping track. BRB gotta make that pub sandwich. I'm starving. Where'd I put the buns?
Okay.
The buns in the
Okay.
fridge? Where's the
Oh.
cheese? Oh, I see him. BRB.
Why did I think that St. Patrick's Day was in April? For some reason. I have no idea why I thought that.
Oh God, no. That's St. George's Day, April 23rd.
I have no idea what that is.
No, but I
We
will
don't
tell
pass the
you,
joke.
I found out. I don't know if I doubt I'll ever get to go see them. But the Ohio State University marching band, which is top notch, next year for St. Patrick's Day, is going to march in a parade in Ireland.
Really?
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
only the second time they did London 7 years ago, and they're going to Ireland next year.
Wait, like for St. Patrick's Day, they
That's
went to
right.
London.
Well, they're going to march in a St. Patrick's Day parade.
Yeah, but did you have them in London?
No. The
Oh,
one
no,
they
that
did
was
in
a different thing.
that was a different thing. That was, I can't exactly remember why, but they went to London and to Wembley Stadium.
All right.
So
I don't.
now
I
a friend
think I've
of
only
mine is planning on going to Ireland, but I think he's going this year instead of next year, which is kind of too bad because if he was going about the same time, I'd be like, oh, I get to go with my friend on this trip, and then I get to go see the band, and it'd be like, oh, that would just be,
That being said, if he's from Ohio, it does seem to be a very roundabout way to watching the band play. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying because he
Why don't you
talked
just go-
about going to
Why don't you
Ireland,
just go to
and I
Ohio?
just thought if he went at the same time they were there,
Yeah.
it would be like a double, a double thing.
Oh yeah,
No,
that
I
would be
could go to
perfect.
Ohio maybe and hear him myself, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Because
unfortunately
otherwise
he said he's going this
But
year.
why do that when you can go?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
could
I
tell
suppose
him.
you can always go to Ireland. You can enjoy the massive rain.
Oh,
Yeah. And humidity.
Constant rain.
And
Constant.
yeah, like just the mugginess of it.
ew, I hate that though.
Extra sharp cheddar.
No, I was at one time thinking of going
Extra
to
sharp cheddar. Nice. Nice.
going to Brussels.
Don't cut yourself.
I was thinking about going to Brussels in Belgium,
All
but
right. Why?
because my do you know what geocaching is?
Hang on, I've heard that. Is that like the sort of where you track shit on a map and try to find it?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I compare it to hide and seek. Somebody hides the container,
Yeah.
you go seek it.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Although
Well,
instead of people, it's stuff.
Yeah, right. Well, in Brussels, Belgium, there's a collection of what they call adventure labs, and there's at least 5 finds in each adventure lab, and there are 200 labs in
Alright.
Brussels, Belgium, in a configuration called the Antomium. I guess it's reminiscent of some life-size atom display they had for a World's Fair once upon a time.
Alright.
But so if there are 200 adventure labs and 5 finds for each lab, that's 1,000 finds. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That for some people, it's a whole year's worth.
Yeah, otherwise, you know that Belgium is just really known for 2 things, right?
Chocolate.
Wow.
Yeah. And?
Getting invaded? No, that's
No.
Poland.
No, it's chocolate and pedophiles, and they only invented the chocolate. to get
Waffles. Waffles.
No.
Oh.
Oh, stop it. That's a terrible joke.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
the
it's
thing
kind of
Terrible
funny.
joke.
The thing I wanted to
Funny but terrible.
the other appeal to Ireland was I'd be going with somebody. Where if I go to Brussels, I'm probably going to have to go by myself, and it's like that makes me a little nervous, going
Yeah.
somewhere far away by myself,
I don't think that Brussels has a great track record when it comes to criminality either.
No, but the other reason I was looking at that area is you are a stone's throw away from 4 or 5 countries.
Yeah. Honestly, though, give Berlin a thought. I quite enjoyed Berlin.
Well, from what I've seen in the geocaching, the forums, I think they really like to do it in Germany.
Yeah.
I think they really like geocaching. So
Yeah, and Berlin it's a fascinating place. Basically, I can spend a long time there. Oh, I think we booted Chuck.
But
Right.
the appeal is that I could visit while I'm there at least 4 other countries.
Well, you got Holland, and don't let them know that you came from Belgium because then they'll fucking hate you. And then you get France. Don't let them. Yeah, just they're gonna hate you anyway. No, it doesn't matter. Then you got Germany. They're gonna be alright. I like the Germans. You got Denmark. That's fairly close by. You can get there. If you for some reason want to take the Eurotunnel and go to I don't know that island place, you can go there as well. I hear it's shit though. It's got like this place called what is it? Birmingham. It's probably named after a town in Alabama, I think.
Yeah, that stupid little island that has 70 odd million people and rains all the time. Yeah.
But in Ireland, though, I
saw,
probably wouldn't have that
I saw,
opportunity
one
to
of these
visit
clips.
any other countries, would I? I
Yeah.
mean, see, because you get badges for different countries,
you
and
can
it's
jump
like,
on
wow, I could go
no, you
visit
jump
the
on an airline called Ryanair.
Oh God, don't do it. Don't do it. Worst fucking airline in the world. Better
Jump on Ryanair.
Just run up to whatever closest airport that we're at, and then try to hang on to the wing. It's a more pleasant experience.
No, they tried that in Afghanistan when they were leaving the country, and that didn't work out too well for them.
It's cheap.
Or one of those countries.
Yeah, it was Afghanistan during the evacuation.
Afghanistan, yeah, really. It's like, nah, it didn't work out so good for them, so I really don't think I want to try it.
But that wasn't actually the wing, that was the landing gear.
Anyway, only Tom Cruise can pull that off. Other than that,
Have you seen that clip where he literally hangs on
the
airplane? And the fact that they had to do it like 15 takes. Well, they didn't have to.
If you go to Ireland,
Hey guys, sorry it took me so long.
No worries.
I had to make myself something to eat.
I was saying, if you go to Ireland, you only have to get the ferry from Dublin to Liverpool, and then you're in England. And
now you're in Liverpool.
And if you're in Liverpool, you just take a very short, and then you hire a car and drive. So you cover 4 countries. You can cover 4 countries in a day.
Yeah. That being said, you're gonna get stuck in traffic in the UK, and in Liverpool, so you're gonna be fucked anyway. But you're gonna get to see the lovely Liverpool. That's like the greatest collection of broken windows in the world. It's lovely.
Oh.
Yeah, imagine that you took, I don't know, some city and poured oil.
It's a lot better than it was.
Yeah,
it's a lot better than it was.
Yeah, but he's comparing to Birmingham, so it doesn't mean much. And also, yeah, if you go to Birmingham, just remember, they all keep talking about pigeons. I don't know why.
Well, though, the problem I heard with that configuration.
But you start with the pigeons as well. That's just. I'm
not talking about pigeons.
I'm getting over the pigeon thing. Stop it.
No, this Antomium, this collection of Adventure Labs, is not all of them are in English, and by the time you waste some time trying to translate the text, to figure out what's going on. But the idea of 1,000 caches, in probably, I don't know how many days it would take to do it, but
a few, I imagine.
It might take a couple days, but that was intriguing. And like I said, also being able to maybe visit a couple other countries while I'm there. Berlin would be fabulous because I've got a certificate that my father got. He was in Berlin when it was divided.
Oh, so not like back in the 40s or anything? Because
no, he's there like in 58, 59 maybe.
All right.
There we go. My
before the wall, though, right?
And he's got a certificate that he has been behind the he's been behind the Berlin Wall, and something about that he is now something about certified to talk about the subject. It's something he got from the military. I think it's a little bit like sailors when they cross the equator. They have this whole big initiation ceremony, and they get this big certificate that says, that they have crossed the equator, and they are now. They used to be a polywog, now they're a shellback. So my dad has this thing about having been behind the Berlin Wall. So
Yeah.
Oh, how I've waited all year for a pub sandwich.
Nice.
It's a tradition.
Maybe one in a while.
Because the Berlin Wall was construction started in 1961, and it was eventually
Yeah,
knocked
but
down
when
in
the Barbed Wire-
1989.
Chuck, I
Berlin Wall was
wanted
up
to
for
tell you something.
28 years.
because you see, I was born in '61, so
So I hate to interrupt, but Chuck, I did get your email, buddy. You're good. I don't know if you got my reply.
let me see if I can find that
Yeah, thank
thing
you.
and see if it's got a date on it.
Yeah,
Cheers, buddy.
I do.
Cheers, buddy.
Didn't want to. Cheers, mate. Cheers.
I know I got to be careful walking
Didn't
around
want to
because
mention it again, but no, I know it's all good.
Oh, I just didn't know if you got my email.
Yeah, don't you hit those buttons, girl.
I know I'm trying not to, but I'm trying to remember where I stashed that certificate because I needed to put it somewhere where it would lay flat and not get, crunched or something spilled on it or,
Have you
something
checked the
that-
fridge?
Let me
It'd
see
probably
if I
work,
can
right?
spot it. I thought I spotted it the other day, and then I'm like, okay, it's there. And then, you guys can talk until maybe I find it, and then I'll.
Oh, all I was going to say is you can see where my baseball cap was. You see the physical divide between my sunburn and my normal skin. Fucking hell, it's terrible.
I'm starting to get my
So
ponytail.
Retro, you're a bit late to the party, but I went. That's all right. So a couple of days ago, I went to a music festival.
Ooh.
And it was very hot. It was like 20. I'm sorry, I'm talking your language. It was right 78, 80 degrees.
Oh man, that's
And,
fucking
bright
boiling.
sunshine.
Jesus, that's hot.
And yeah, I know. not our
Yeah,
language.
that sounds
his language.
great.
And the stage was pointing. Yeah, the stage was south. Okay, so the sun was behind us. So I'm thinking, not a problem. Everything's good. The sun's behind us. Da da da. Didn't really put some cream on. I have burnt my arms as well, but see, I've burnt my arms. It's a line there. And but the problem is the beer tent was behind us. So every time I went to the beer tent, I was exposed to the sun, and I've actually burnt all the skin off my nose. I've got 1st-degree burns on my nose,
Damn.
and you can see I got
Vampire.
sunburn everywhere.
Did you wear
I got it on my
glasses?
arms. Yeah.
No, you didn't. You did you? I can't tell.
No.
Well,
I didn't need
let
to
me
wear
tell you
glasses.
some. Well, let me tell you some, Chuck. If you were here, buddy, I'd make you a nice cup of something like Boston tea. You and I'd have a good time, buddy.
Oh, shit, yeah. I'll be back one day. In fact, as soon as we get that $5 million from the GoFundMe, then
Wow,
yeah, I can.
ungrateful. And
'cause,
here I offered to get you into Sweden for 4 million, and just.
Oh, you offered me $4 million, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean that's
That's
just
cool.
rude, isn't it?
Why so much money?
Oh, I enjoy money.
No, I was asking Chuck, why does
Oh.
moving to America cost $5 million?
So have you not heard this? Have you not heard what Trump has done in the last week?
No,
So
I don't
I know
pay
we don't
attention
talk
to politics.
and this isn't
Me neither, to be honest. That's more my roommate.
okay. So this isn't okay. Let me just clarify here. I know that we don't do religion, politics, and that thing, but
Let's
this
talk
isn't
about
politics.
abortion.
This is batshit crazy. Hang on
Current
a sec.
events.
Oh, we don't
Current
talk about
events.
that either. Jesus,
It's current events.
that's just a given. No, no, this comes under the umbrella of batshit crazy. So,
Okay.
President Trump has said that if you give, well, it's the government, but quintessentially it's him. If you give him $5 million, he will allow you into the country and give you a green card. Oh, no, not even a green card. Sorry, not even a green card. You go straight to citizenship. You skip the green card shit, and you go straight for $5 million.
Who knew it was that simple?
I put a post on my. Yeah, I know that's why we're going to start the GoFundMe, and we're going to raise $5 million for me to get into the country. So hang on, let me finish. So I put it on the community post. Yeah. I mean, if you do go over there with a business idea to that will employ Americans and get a business going and get.
I'm not talking about that. No.
You can get a grip. No, hang on. You can get a green card for that. So they will give you a green card if you go with a business idea and you invest in the country, you invest in the people, rah. And you didn't need that much money. It was only like a few $100,000. But the latest is now, you give me $5 million and I will give you a citizenship. It's like, fuck, come on.
During the Obama era, there was what's called the Golden Passport, which was the exact same thing but green card instead of citizenship. And that was give money to the state and you'll get a green card. And it wasn't it was like 1 million. It was cheaper, but it was still like a massive amount. So that's where you had a lot of like rich Saudis.
Okay, I found the certificate if you're at all curious.
Yeah.
Or you're not, and that's okay. Let me see.
Awesome. Just give me 1 second, and I'll explain why Robin's so. No, I am. So I put it on my community post, going, "Hey guys, I can still get to America. We just need to raise like $5 million." So Robin comes back with, forget that, mate. Just give me $4 million, and I'll get you into Sweden." So that's why he's a bit pissed off that I'm still thinking about him.
Yeah.
So he's offering me a cheaper deal in a colder country, and for some reason he's a bit pissed off. I can't get my head.
We have less tornadoes.
Anyway, hello, Spirit. If you come here, they will fleece you. I know. I've seen it. I've seen the price of eggs go up. Eggs have gone up something like 30% in the last 4 weeks. Considering somebody said that they will drop on day one. They will drop. The price of eggs will, price of groceries
we were
and eggs
talking
will
about
drop
that, weren't
on
we?
day one.
We were talking about the egg
and
bit.
they've gone up 30%. 30%.
Not much eggs.
Disgusting. Anyway, paracord, right. Show us. Because I am.
Well, I can't. I could send you a picture later on, but It is the guardian of the outpost of democracy. 6th Infantry Regiment.
Ooh, nice.
My father's name. Having undergone the hazards of travel behind the Iron Curtain, and because of your exemplary behavior in the encircled city of Berlin, you are hereby appointed a guardian of the outpost of democracy. From this day forward, you shall be regarded as an authority on subjects relating to communism and the Soviet Union. You shall be forever recognized as an expert on conditions behind the Iron Curtain, and for the remainder of your natural life shall be entitled to speak without challenge on these subjects, and all present shall be obliged to listen to your experience and opinion. awarded the 31st day of May, 1958.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
I
That
know. I was
is-
looking.
That is really cool.
I know. I was like,
Guardian. What
Guardian of the
was the
Outpost
title again?
of
The
Democracy.
Guardianship or Guardian
Of the Outpost
wow.
of Democracy.
That's
Yeah, I know. And
that is. I'm gonna be honest. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
I forgot I have this. I have a certificate, honorable discharge. Honorable discharge from the armed forces. My father's discharge certificate. From the Army. Not as DD 214, though.
Is that
Stolen Valor.
No, wait a minute. I wonder if it was something different. I have something here. You be quiet.
Stop it. Stop it.
DA
Yeah, I see it, mate. I see
1270.
it.
Good God, who said stolen valor? Because I've got a Navy jacket and an Army jacket I purchased. I wear it because my one of my
No,
family
not you, Retro. I was joking that.
Yeah, no,
when,
stolen valor.
No.
Stolen valor only really
just-
counts if you are trying to
act
get
like
financial gain.
Yeah, I have.
If you're trying to gain something,
Exactly.
just because you're wearing camouflage pants doesn't mean stolen valor.
Oh, do you know the Angry Vet?
Should I-
yeah.
Should
Yeah.
I bust out the things?
He is Stolen Valor.
Yeah, no.
No,
Others'
he
uniforms and their
Yep,
grandfather's
he is.
uniform.
He was in the Navy, but he
So long as you're
claims
not
that he
trying
has
to
6 medals, which you don't have.
By
He
the
was
way,
exposed a couple of days ago on what's his name?
I was gonna say.
Andre Sloan's channel. He brought up his DD 214 and everything.
God,
Are you talking about Angry Cops?
No, Angry
not
Vet.
that Roy.
Angry Vet. Okay,
What's
that's
that-
somebody
what's that?
different.
Yeah. He's a frauditor. He's a piece of shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm having a freaking brain fart right now because I was gonna say something and then I completely spaced it. Shit.
Chuck can relate.
Oh, we all can
That's
relate
right.
at times. It's
Well,
not just Chuck.
Welcome to the club. I was going to say, welcome to the club.
Out
Welcome to
around
the
here we
club.
say join the club. But to each your own, pitter patter.
Yeah, so I just said, join the club.
Well, what's
Oh,
funny too
man.
is I had talked my
The internet might be playing up.
what was I about to say? Oh, I had my aunt send me. He had a photo album from Germany that he had pictures taken while he was there, and it's funny they showed all of them. I think they were at some kind of club, and they were all wearing jackets and button-down shirts and ties.
That is a slight different dress code than
To
what's
go to a
modern.
club, yeah.
Yeah.
I just remembered what I was about to tell you guys. Who here
Oh, yeah.
remembers He-Man?
Go ahead.
He-Man, the
Slightly.
Masters of He-Man, the
Never
Masters
seen
of
it.
He-Man, the Masters of the Universe. Big muscular
Adam.
Prince Adam.
Adam.
I have the power.
His real name was Adam.
Just Prince Adam.
That's
They,
the one.
they don't. They,
Was it just? I thought he had a surname. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
seem
don't
to
know.
recall a surname as well.
see, last time you asked that we had to look it
And
up.
Nick-
So hold on, let me look it up again.
He was a prince, though.
Yeah, you can look it up because if I
Real.
touch anything, then it just goes all haywire.
I'm looking it up. I got it.
Yeah, Chuck, don't start touching things again. We talk about you nakedly tackling people earlier.
Hold on. I'm looking it up. Prince Adam,
Yeah.
also the twin brother of She-Ra. It just says Prince Adam. There's no surname, so
Wait.
Oh,
he is
The
known
brother
as
of
the
She-Ra.
That's weird.
twin brother of She-Ra, and is also the defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull.
Yeah.
I thought they were like his fiancée or something.
No,
So-
according to this, it's his twin sister.
No, it's his sister.
Me see.
Alright.
Sister, yeah.
Hold on, I
Yeah,
gotta look
because
up
the-
She-Ra.
He-Man
I
and
gotta look
She-Ra.
at- Let me look up She-Ra because I actually don't know what she looks like. Because I've heard
Well,
about her. I just
Listen,
I
look
think
at
she had
look-
her own cartoon too.
Yeah, she did like apparently back in the day, and then they redid it now on Netflix
She
a couple
did.
years
Her own
ago,
series.
and
You
they
gotta be
turned
kidding
her
me.
into a lesbian.
You
basically.
have got to be
Oh.
freaking kidding me.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke these days.
I was gonna say, did
She
you have to
has
ruin everything?
Yeah, because they turned her into
I see
someone
her.
who
I
looks like
see the
Arnold
class-
Schwarzenegger with a side cut.
Hold on, I see the classic She-Ra version, and yes, I can see why they call her twin. Blah blah blah. She's basically the same persona: big warrior, big sword, blonde hair,
Mhm.
yada yada yada, muscle, whatever. Same deal. And she has the same sword, so. Well, that's only because I think I heard lore that when He-Man was killed, she obtained the Castle Grayskull sword inheritance after He-Man was defeated somehow. I don't know. There's lore behind it. So
What?
That's not the old stuff, though. I'm pretty sure
Well-
because she looked nothing like that in the old ones.
well,
in the
no,
new
I'm
ones, though,
no like I'm looking
No.
at the classic.
No, she had black hair. She had black hair in the cartoons,
No,
no, that wasn't her. That was another one.
and she
black hair.
wore.
Who are you talking about?
Oh,
No, she had
I'm
blonde hair,
saying,
definitely.
Didn't she? Didn't she wear? Oh,
Like the fin-
God.
You talk about the one with the fin like hat, crown looking thing. That's not She-Ra. That was the enemy. That was Skeletor's mistress or sidekick sort of deal.
Evelyn.
Speaking of it,
Skeletor.
speaking of blonde haired mistresses, hello.
Hello,
Chrissy.
darling.
How are you?
Chrissy.
Oh, speaking of which, I actually have Skeletor in a.
Hey, Chrissy, how are you?
How are you?
You know, just because Chrissy's not, I'm like, well, fine.
You-
I'm good.
I'm good, but there's a bit of lag, and it seems to be on my end, and I can't quite figure out why.
I
So
only have 2 Boston teas left. I'm gonna have to buy some more. Crisp.
So okay, so this is the welcome to the injured live stream. I should have called it that one, shouldn't I? Knowing now what I know before.
Dude,
Everyone's
why is this
disappearing.
pouring so aggressively? That's weird.
Because you got it so high.
It would
Um,
didn't pour that aggressive
so,
when I had-
Yes.
Okay, Retro, let me just explain.
happened?
Okay,
What?
so Robin sliced his finger open, and he had
Oh,
to
Jesus.
rush himself to ER.
And I keep dropping
Holy
out.
shit.
Which,
Hi,
which
Hi.
you won't be
how you doing,
surprised.
Paracord?
You won't be surprised to hear that he blames me for that.
He
Or
blames you
slicing
for
his finger?
everything.
That's okay.
Well-
Well, you know what happened to me?
Of course he does.
Does it involve
Hang on a
blood
sec,
or
hang on,
broken
let me finish.
bones?
So Pat,
Involves me tripping over something in my room and I scraped my foot.
Oh.
Oi.
But no blood was involved, just a bunch of
Mm.
skin. So that I did have happen today. I was
all right.
coming into
So
my room from a bathroom trip. I tripped over what looks to be one of my.
I see you
suitcases.
neglected. I see you neglected to wear your sunblock when you went to the festival.
I'm coming to that. So
Good.
Smart.
So Robin sliced his finger Okay, so Robin sliced his finger open, ended up in ER. Paracord Princess went to grab the mail recently, slipped on some ice, and then managed to smack a head on a branch and got back to the house covered in blood.
Wow.
And her son like shit himself and rushed her to ER. And I managed to get sunburn on my face and my arms.
And
I also got
according to
sunstroke,
him-
and I've also got first-degree burns on my nose. I've burned all the
I see
skin
that.
off my nose.
Do you know how
So,
high the risk is of skin cancer in Australia?
yes.
It's a lot.
Well,
Uh, yeah.
not as high as New Zealand. We don't have an ozone layer in New Zealand.
Well,
And
same shit.
And Chrissy, might I just say I missed you?
Thank you. I had a rough couple of weeks there.
Don't feel too bad. I had a rough week too.
I was in the hospital a couple times.
Well, I was having a rough week for a different reason, but I'm sorry you went to the hospital, sweetheart. You don't deserve that. But I was off of YouTube for 2 days straight because as the Hawaiians would say, some Lolo was being a dick. So I took a hiatus because I was going to throw some
Yeah. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Oh, trust me, I'm a nice guy.
It does.
Trust me, I'm a real nice guy. But if someone gets me to that high level of stress, something's going against the wall. I'm breaking
Yeah,
if I don't control myself. So
I get it.
I was
My
going to
mother-
say you could make yourself some paper balls or some tinfoil ones and throw them. You know.
unfortunately, I don't really have that much paper. I don't have any tinfoil.
So,
Oh.
so I was waiting for you.
Go ahead, Chuck. I'm
Did
sorry,
you
buddy.
what?
Hold on, he's thinking.
I took my mother to the Hard Rock.
The Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, well, there's a big Hard Rock hotel and casino here. It's
That's nice.
There's a guitar-shaped hotel. I sent Chuck a picture of it.
Oh, Chrissy, you should see what I post on my. Well, if you
You
have
did.
time.
I did.
Wait, what?
I sent him a picture of it.
Oh yeah, Chrissy, my sister recently took me to a retro diner called the Roundabout Diner. So I think it
Oh,
was
really?
last weekend I was over at my sister's. She took me to a retro style diner called the Roundabout Diner. So it's on my
Oh.
community tab. So
Okay, I'm sending it to you also.
me? Hold
Yeah.
on.
Understand
Hold on.
why you call it the Guitar House. Okay.
Hold on.
It's a
I'm going to
guitar
my,
hotel.
hold on. I'm going to
Um,
my email.
It's a hotel shaped like a guitar.
I think I've
it's
seen that
humongous.
before.
Just
Actually, I think I've seen that before, but I'm not sure. So this will kind of jog my memory. Because someone else I know went somewhere like that. I'm not sure if it's the same deal, but we'll see. Hold on. You sent me the pic?
Yep,
Okay.
I emailed it.
Yeah, because you just so lovely like that, aren't you? Well, so I like to flatter people because flattery gets me further than disrespect, you know?
We had fun. We played a little while in the casino. We had some fun. We won a little bit of money.
Well, good.
Little bit.
Money's
Little
winning
bit.
money is good.
Yeah.
Why is it not reloading the page? Did you just send it to me, or did
Yes, I sent it
Oh.
by email.
so Gmail? Yeah, it may take a minute. This computer is slow. Let me try on this
Yeah.
computer. This computer is a bit faster, so hold on. Chrissy, I love ya.
So how you feeling, Chuck? You look cranky.
We love you, Chuck, buddy.
Why do you look cranky? Are you
Actually, I think
cranky?
he's.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I think it's more or less he's
I'm very slowly getting exceptionally frustrated because
Oh,
this,
Uh-oh.
this
You haven't got
connection
your
is
computer fixed
killing me.
yet.
I'm going to go and I'm going to restart the router in a second. But if this should. There we go.
Okay.
That saves me the trip of having to go to my email. Dude, that's yeah. I will admit that's not what I thought it was, but that is really cool.
That's my picture.
You see it?
It's literally a
Yeah,
hotel.
I saw the guitar
Straight
hotel.
like,
Yes,
straight like
Yep.
a guitar.
but
That's
then
it.
There it is.
Chrissy, do you know how long that hotel's been there? Because if so, if it's been around a while, I think my grandma did mention she went there once. I'm not sure. I'm
I
pretty sure.
think it's less than 10 years.
Yeah, because my grandma took a trip at one point, and she was describing this hotel, and it's exactly what you said, the Guitar Hotel. So I
As far
said,
as I know, this is the only one in Florida. I don't know if they have one in I know they have a Hard Rock in Orlando, but I don't know if they have a guitar hotel there.
"Oh, it wasn't my grandma, it was my mother," because my mother went to Florida. Sorry,
Mm.
like I said, memory block.
Oh, then that's the one.
Yeah, my mom took a trip to Florida. She's got a friend down in Florida, kind of a friend with benefits sort of deal, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, and he took her to see the hotel. I believe I don't know if they stayed there, but yeah, she was telling me about. It. I'm like, God, I gotta look that up, and you guys just saved me the trip. So,
It's a fun place.
well, I would only imagine. My mom went to Disney World, and she likes to bring back souvenirs. She brought me back a pirate hat. When I was in
Yep.
high school, anyway. I don't even know what happened to that pirate hat. Went missing within the move while I was in high school in Farmington. So I miss that pirate hat.
Arg. Arg, ahoy, matey.
What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunken sailor?
We're waiting to we're
Sorry.
gonna go to the Florida Renaissance Fair again before they close.
Did you say Renaissance Fair?
Yep.
Dude, I was watching this YouTube short of a performer woman on a unicycle, and she's hilarious. I can't remember. She calls herself a flower star or something. She's on YouTube and she makes YouTube shorts mainly. Dude, she's funny. Her performing acts are funny, and they're classic, humorous Renaissance fair aesthetic.
Yeah. All the acts that play at this Renaissance Fair, they all have YouTube channels.
Hold on, Chrissy. All right, Chuck.
Go ahead, Chuck.
We got you, brother. But yeah, the Renaissance Fair act I was watching on YouTube, she was like doing this emotional baggage deal, where she opened up a chest and said emotional baggage, and she said, "I have my first boyfriend's toothbrush, I have my first girlfriend's toothbrush, I have my professor's toothbrush," and then she goes, "I got an A," and then she goes like this, and then her partner in the performance was playing the ukulele. She said she also got a D.
Oh shit, that's good.
It's funny, you know. And I wish I could go to a Renaissance Fair, but the thing is, I don't do well in crowds. My friend Amelia's Arcade on YouTube, she went to a Renaissance Fair, and come to think of it, she dressed as a Mad Hatter, and she had this big top hat with the bunny ears.
Oh yeah, you see a lot of interesting costumes there.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure.
I went to a Comic-Con and dressed as the Han Solo with the jacket, with the brownish rebel jacket, and I saw. Now, granted, you know who Han Solo is played by, Harrison Ford. So I
course.
saw at Comic-Con another Harrison Ford character, Indiana Jones.
Uh-huh.
And all I could do was pull out my phone and play my music, which is Star Wars music, and the Harrison Ford character of Indiana, he got
That's cute.
my message, and he pulls out his phone and plays the Indiana Jones, and then he pulls out his whip. I pull out my blaster, and I'm like, and then people are looking at us like, oh my god, the battle of the Harrison Fords.
I'll be back in 1 second.
I think you would win with the blaster.
I would. But that depends, because you gotta remember, Indiana Jones also came equipped with a pistol or gun of some kind. So,
I still think the blaster would win.
well, that depends. Who's got the better aim?
And who shoots first, huh?
Who shoots first and asks questions later? And the thing is, they're both Harrison Ford. You know Harrison Ford's persona. He's that type of guy.
Yeah. I was referring to it's almost became a joke where it's like whether Han Solo or Guido shot first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who shoots first?
Well, do you remember? You know where Guido's first appearance is, right? Not in the original Star Wars when it's the later ones with Han Solo. Guido was character's first in timeline point of view. The first time Guido was supposed to appear was in Phantom Menace when he was at the pod racer with Anakin. If you look at all the kids that surrounded Anakin's pod, one of them is an alien kid that looks like Guido. That's Guido when he was younger.
Oh.
That's those, Easter eggs that people tend to forget,
Yeah, I could see where if it was like a brief appearance and
it was a brief appearance with Guido as a
yeah,
kid.
I could see where somebody might miss that,
Yeah, so Guido met Anakin, was friends with Anakin when he was a kid. So the problem was Guido, after the whole deal with the Galactic Civil War, Guido became a Hutt gangster and
a bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter, yeah, so deal.
Because there was a bounty on
So
Solo's head, so
yeah. Only because Solo owed money at that point,
Yeah.
So Han shot versus causing Greedo to miss. Yes, Robin. Oh, Robin's in chat. Holy crap. And here's another Easter egg for Greedo. Greed. That's one thing I think a lot of people miss regarding the Star Wars series, how they came up with the names. And Greedo's name has the word greed in it. So there's all these Easter eggs in the Star Wars verse that people, and even us younger generation tend to miss. But I noticed it while I was really young. I says, well, first things first. I remember watching the original Star Wars movies with with Luke Skywalker back when those were the first ones that were released, and with Greedo being older. Coming of age, I watched Phantom Menace, and that's when I looked at the pod racing event, I saw Greedo. I'm like, wait, that's Greedo as a kid. So I had to explain it to my sister. So who's from the void?
Yeah, that's me.
Let's see.
Oh, hello.
Okay,
I
right.
had a blackout
I'm back, and
again.
Oh, sorry about
Oh no. And I've just reset the router, so hopefully nobody's breaking up as yet. My nose hurts.
Hey, Robin, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm alright. Chuck made me cut my finger off, but otherwise it's alright.
Oh,
Are
that's
you still at
Robin.
the ER?
Yeah, I was at the ER.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, Robin. I didn't recognize you from one there. No offense, buddy.
No, it's alright.
So
I'm on my
you're
phone
in the
now,
waiting
so it sounds
area?
a bit different. Yeah, I was.
You're in a waiting
Robin.
room?
Oh no, not now. This was Friday.
Oh, jeez.
No, no.
How many
Uh,
stitches did it take to fix you up?
None, they glued it.
Oh, good.
Glued it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that this is going to work now.
Yeah, I
Now
have the
that we're a
glue
little bit more
and
settled.
stitches.
No
It
offense.
hurt a lot more than stitches, though.
I have a question. If it's glue, like what kind of glue do you use on human flesh?
Meat
Bio
glue.
glue?
It is the same one that you use for actual meat that you buy in the store to glue together.
So like bio
I
glue.
think it's a medical grade of super glue.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it is like literally the same they use at the butcher to glue different cuts of meat together to form like sort of cheap cuts of meat.
So it's like a bio glue sort of deal.
Yeah, sort of. It just adheres it.
I only know
Okay.
that because of a video game reference when Halo became a movie. The game Halo, when it became a movie, they had this medical thing in the movie / game called biofilm, where they would patch a wound. So
Oh,
that's
okay,
Did it
yeah.
sting really bad?
Well, this now, yeah, it stings a lot.
I bet.
sorry, buddy. Well, if it,
Yeah, so I'm winning the victim contest basically right now. I'm the biggest victim.
yeah, I can't relate to that to a certain degree because the only finger situation where I've cut my finger is where, okay, so this was art class, right? That I'm about to tell a story about. Art class, I think it was 2016, 2017. We were using these palette knife sort of deals. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what she was calling, but we were making cutouts for designs of t shirts. And I ended up not just pricking my finger, but poking it pretty bad. And
Boy.
I had to go to the nurse's office to get a bandage or something, and I had tissue paper over the finger.
That's a lot of people.
Oh shit! I didn't realize there was a picture. I'm
Jesus.
sorry. I'm sorry, Chuck.
That's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people.
Yeah, it's all right. You finish your story. I'll talk about this. Yeah, I'll talk about that. No,
Okay.
I
you
want
go
to
ahead,
see the
finish your story.
pictures.
Okay, Chuck. I'll be as quick as I can, buddy. But yeah, I was holding tissue paper to my wound and leaving a trail of blood down to the nurse's office. And unfortunately, that day the police dog was with the police resource officer and ended up following the trail of blood. And I guess the officer asked me, "Are you okay? Who hurt you or whatever?" I says, "Dude, I hurt myself by accident." He said, "What'd you hurt yourself with?" And my friend looks at her and goes, "Palette knife from art class." And the officer just looks at me. He's like, "Zach, why do you get yourself in these predicaments?" This is look, it's me we're talking about. I'm a clumsy son of a bitch. All right, go ahead, Chuck. I'm done. I'm sorry, buddy. Love you, buddy.
I think there is some delay.
Chuck is scowling.
He
Chuck, why are you
maybe.
scowling?
That's
Chuck-
his normal look.
Well, I think that's more his focused look. I tend to do a similar look when I'm focused. So
Are you
Oh,
focused?
there it goes. Oh, it was frozen.
Okay, are we all good?
yeah, we're
Yeah.
fine, bud.
Yes.
I'm done with my
Okay,
story. go
so
ahead. I'm mute.
okay, so there was the music festival, and it was involving one of the singers from the Thompson Twins, a chap called Tom Bailey, a New Zealand band called Castaway, John Stevens, who was the lead singer for INXS, 2000 to 2003, Diesel, you may have heard of Diesel. But OMD was the headline act, and my brother is working for them at the moment. So the night before the festival happened, me and him caught up, and here is a picture. Excuse me.
Oh wow! Look how happy you were.
So that's me and my brother.
That's Merv.
This is
Mate, I
where
haven't seen him
Merv.
for 9.5 years. Oh, that's
So
Merv.
your brother's
Nice.
name is your brother's name is Merv. No offense,
That's
I'm
my
just
brother
curious. Is
So-
this? Sorry, I shouldn't ask this, but I am quite curious. Merv,
He's handsome.
Is that a nickname for something? A shorter version of his name? Like, what's his full first name? If anything. I'm just curious. Sorry, I'm a curious cat.
No, his real name is his real name is Mark, but when he was an apprentice years ago, somehow he got called Merv, and it's just stuck ever since.
Okay,
So that's
continue.
Merv.
I'm just
So
gonna be
we
wiping
went
my
to the
eye.
concert.
You don't look very much alike.
And let me bring up that pictures. And I said that I said that the
I
Okay,
think there's a
can-
resemblance.
can you just because it's so and I said okay, this is really frustrating. Let me just speak, and then let me cancel this because it's drawing on the bandwidth,
Okay.
and then we can talk about stuff afterwards if that's okay.
Okay.
So I sent Chris these pictures, and I said, "Oh, there's 35,000." There was only actually 8,000 people there. So, but so that's where we were. We were. That isn't where we were sitting. I took this right for the back. We were sitting way down here somewhere, so we were actually pretty close to the stage. So we had a good shot at the stage. That was my view, because I ended up sitting on the floor because I've never been to a festival before, but you have to take chairs with you, and I didn't take a chair, so I was sitting on the floor. But I did manage to get that view, and that's John Stevens, the lead singer of In Excess, after Michael Hutchinson died. Then what else have we got here? So that's Tom Bailey. That's one of the singers from the Thompson Twins, because they split up in the 90s and vowed never to tour again. So he tours as Thompson Twins brackets Tom Bailey. So he just sings the songs from the Thompson Twins. So that's that. That was him. He's a very good musician, but on this particular night, he couldn't sing for shit. I could have sang a lot better than him. Whether it was sound, I don't know. But he was shocking. He was terrible. And then OMD came on. Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. So, and they were absolutely amazing. Now, this guy here, who you can't quite see quite well, his name, met Martin when I met Merv for beers, but I didn't know who he was. I didn't know that he was the keyboard player for OMD. So I'm having beers with a superstar, and I didn't even know it. So that was a little bit embarrassing, which I had to confess to him. So that's Andy McCluskey, singer. That's Martin, and that's Paul Humphreys, both the original member. Well, in fact, all three of them are original members of OMD from the 80s. And then I get to go backstage. And so you got Merv, you got Paul, you got Andy, you got little old me, that's my friend called Dennis. So I got to see and meet. And Martin was there as well, but I think he was having something to eat. So I met all four of them, all four of OMD.
Nice.
Backstage.
I think
And
my
this thing
sister
was, no, I can.
Oh, never mind.
The interesting thing was, or the funny thing was, we get called backstage by the tour manager, who shakes my hand warmly and goes, "Oh, you're Merv's brother." I says, yeah, you know, I'm just Merv's brother. He goes, "Oh, look, he's just breaking down. He won't be long. Do you want a beer?" So he went and got us beers, like bought us about 6 of these. So we're just chatting with him. And then Martin was the first to come across. And I stuck my hand out to shake his hand, and he just threw his arms open and gave me a hug.
Aw.
And I thought, okay, that's cool. And he says, "Oh, good to see you again, mate. You know, really nice to meet you last night and all this." Just down to earth. Then Paul comes over, Paul Humphreys. He comes wandering over from the stage, and I went to the loo. That was it. I went to the loo, came back, and Paul's chatting with Dennis. And we've got another a friend there, a girl called Leanne. And I sort of got back from the loo, and I went, "Is that Paul?" She went, "Yeah. I'll introduce you." I went, "Oh, okay. So Paul and Dennis were having a bit of a chinwag. And then Leanne goes, "Oh, Paul, by the way, this is Matt." He goes, "Oh, hi. This is Merv's brother." Merv's brother? Oh, yeah. Fucking great big hug.
Nice.
Hug. Not just a handshake. He fucking hugged me. He goes, "Your brother is amazing." I says, "I know my brother's amazing." He goes, "No, your brother is absolutely, he is our family. He is," and he
Aw,
talks about you all the time. I'm like,
that's so
"Okay."
nice.
So we're sort of yakking
You know,
away.
you should tell him. You should tell him that if he's ever on a tour that comes to Florida, tell him I'll cook for him. I want to meet him.
7 or 8 week tour to be announced for, what did he tell me? July, August.
Chuck.
So yes, sir.
Sorry to interrupt. I have this new thing about podcasting live at night because I had a bit of an incident with my brother when I was on someone else's panel. I was being too loud, so I'm gonna cut this short because because the thing is, when I have headphones on, my voice gets louder, and they've been going to bed around this time. So, with all due respect, bro, you are a wonderful guy, but I have to cut it short because if I don't, it's gonna get my tookus in trouble.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming up. Lovely to have you here,
See you
as
soon,
always.
Zach.
I'm just so sorry about the technical issues I'm having.
Hey.
I've emailed my computer guy. I'm hoping to get it fucking fixed tomorrow.
Chuck, hear me out. To be honest, I've been to worse. I've already sent you the email about the quote unquote worst parts.
I know.
I ain't gonna say it on here because you already know there's no need to bring it up. But I will cut you guys later. Love you all, you guys to death. Happy St. Patty's Day. Happy Boston Tea Time Month. I'll catch you guys later.
Talk to you before then, mate. Don't worry. All right, take care.
Good.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
I'm just sorry I get so animated, but I'm really frustrated with this computer.
I know.
It's definitely a computer.
So
not
you
me.
were
an email.
You
Anyway,
were saying
so-
a 7 or 8 week tour.
Yes, they're doing. It's to be announced, but there will be about a 7 or 8 week tour of America coming up later this year. So
Wonderful.
I will-
With what band?
I will. Orchestral Movies in the Dark, OMD.
Aha. Cool.
You remember those? Surely.
I would love to see them.
So, okay, so I've only got a little bit of story left. So, I'm talking with Paul, and he's gushing about Merv and Merv's gushing about me, and we're gushing about each other. And then I'll just see this dark character at the corner of my eye. And I swing round and I went, oh, it's fucking Andy McCluskey. And I'm like, that's the lead singer of R&D. And so Merv pipes up. He goes, oh, Andy. You know, he goes, oh, Andy, this is my brother, Matt. He goes, you're Matt. Oh, my God, come here, bro. Fucking hugging the lead singer of R&D. I mean, what the fuck? Oh, and Stuart's there by this time, the drummer, chatting with him and his wife. They're all, again, I'm trying to shake hands, and they're all just hugging. What the fuck's going on?
That's
I'm
nice.
just Merv's brother. What
Are
the
you sure they're English?
From Sheffield, of all places.
Yeah.
That's really
it's just
nice.
weird.
So, last part of the story. The bus pulls up to take the band away, and because they're flying out like first thing in the morning, literally first thing in the morning, to go to a different venue. So he says, we've got to go. We've got to get back and get some sleep. Cool. And I just stuck my hand out. They're all getting on this bus. And I stick my hand out and say, well, it was really nice to meet you. And he literally pushed it away. And they all just, each one, fucking gives me this great big hug again. Says, it was lovely to meet you. Your brother's a legend. We've heard so much about you. And they all get on this bus and disappear. And
That's nice.
I was having a great day anyway. The whole venue was so well organised. And I even met it's a husband and wife that own the venue, and I met the wife. She was like cleaning up some glasses and stuff. I says, "Oh, who's in charge?" And she went, "Oh, I am." And I just gushed. I went, "That was brilliant." The whole thing was organised. They had St. John ambulance there. They had the police there. They had security everywhere. They had free water refills. The bar was going. They had multiple food vans that were all completely different. There was no duplication.
Nice.
Everything was different. There was 1,000 portaloos. Just the whole thing was brilliant. So I got
Very
to
nice.
meet her as well, which was fucked up. And then another bus pulls up for the roadies. So they've all got to go. So my brother goes, "Oh, look, I've got to go." And he goes, "Oh, hang on." He says, "Before I go, I've got you something." I'm like, "Dude, what more can you give me? You've got me into this concert. You've got me backstage. He also gave me another present as well. He also gave me a little
nice.
USB. And apparently there's 200 pictures on here of the old days that I've got to go through. So I'm scared to look at what's on there." And he goes, "Oh, and by the way, I've got you this."
Oh,
So
nice.
he got me a
hoodie.
hooded top,
It says
embroidered.
OMD on it. Nice.
OMD. And then he gives me that. I'm like, this day can just not
Very
get any
nice.
better. Honestly, so I had a fantastic day. So I think it was well worth a first-degree burn. But it was just so good to meet him, and just so nice to meet the band. Down to earth, genuine people. I've just never met, and they're superstars. They've been in show business for 46 years.
Yep.
But they're just people. They're just down to earth, rock solid
Nice.
people.
It's
And-
weird,
and,
isn't it, when it comes to famous people like that? Some are
It is.
really down to earth, and some are utter scum.
Yep.
And
Just
it's
so-
funny because usually the
So far up their
superstars are
arses.
way nicer than the middling guys.
Yes. That can be
100%.
quite true.
100%. When I met the lead singers of Tears for Fears, Kurt Smith and Roland Orzabal, when I met them in the late 80s, and they were massive. And they were massive in America by this time. They cracked the American market. They were huge rock and roll stars. And Merv did a concert with them in Birmingham, and we got backstage and we met them. And again, two of the nicest, down-to-earth blokes you could ever meet. Then I met Mick Hucknall, lead singer of Simply Red.
Oh,
Mick Hucknall, the Gingerminger.
yes, I know, and I love him. You know how much
I don't
love
know him at all.
You know how much I love him.
I know.
Oh,
I mean,
how do you spell his last
where's
name?
that picture?
I'm gonna send you my address, and I'm gonna send you money to send me those pictures, Chuck.
What?
Not kidding.
Send them on the. I'll send them on the internet. Where's that picture gone? Where's part of that part? Hucknall. Hucknell.
ALL. Nick Hucknall. Yes. Simply Red.
What have we done with those pictures?
One of my favorite bands ever.
Oh, him.
Ever. I love him.
I don't really have an opinion
Oh,
about
there we go.
him.
Robin, can you see that?
Fucking hell. Yeah, I had no idea that you used to be a redhead.
Oh yeah. By the way, this is me.
Oh.
All right, listen.
So
My
I
mom's
was
in
eight.
bed. I'm gonna switch to my tablet. I'll be back up in a second.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Thank you for listening to my story. Appreciate that. So, but yeah, Mick Hucknall, he was okay to start with in the early days. I met him in the sort of late 80s, early 90s, and then I met him again a few times later. In fact, I met him in 2003, I think it was. But by that time, he'd become such a huge superstar that he was up his own arse. But to start with, he was quite a nice fella, you know.
Rod Stewart had the exact same thing. He used to be sort of, like now we're talking very early 70s, when he was supposedly a decent guy. After like 2 years of being famous, he was a piece of shit, vile diva.
Yeah.
Like utter scum.
But I think if you were to meet him now, sort of Mr. Mel,
I
I think
don't
he
know.
would be an actual. No, I think he'd be a pretty cool guy now.
I still,
I'd like
yeah, he did insult my country, just wholesale insult Sweden. So I do kind of want to lay him out. I haven't
At some
forgotten
point, hang on. At some point, who hasn't insulted Sweden?
Yeah, but usually we burn down the country when do, so then we sort of square with it. It's all right.
Fair-
I mean, the
fair comment.
Romans did. The Romans insulted us. They basically
Yeah,
thought, oh,
look what
Gracis Cancer isn't very important. So we burned down Rome twice. I reckon that sort of counts for something.
Yeah. You know, eye for an eye and all that. But
Yeah, I mean, you had the Catholic emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. He insulted us, so we basically invaded him and beat the living shit out of him for 30
fair
years.
fair enough. I accept that.
Yeah.
But let me close that as well, just in case. I mean, but it's like the Monty Python sketch. I mean, what have the Swedes ever done for us, really? Oh, apart from IKEA. Or apart from IKEA, what have the Swedes ever done?
Well, I mean, we did send you an offer to live here for $4 million, but you know, I'm just saying.
There are a lot of better things to do with $4 million and live in Sweden. I mean, what have the Swedes
I
ever
do
done
agree.
for us? All right, Volvos. Okay, IKEA and Volvos. But apart from that, what have the Swedes ever done for us?
Hang on, let me think. I'm
was
trying to
about to say-
figure out something important.
I was about to say watches, but that was Switzerland.
Well, I mean, I would say like the entire firearms development, you know, dynamite, explosives, mining, space missions, rocket fuel. You know, not very important or groundbreaking
Yeah,
stuff.
okay. Apart from IKEA and Volvos and space fuel and missions and dynamite, I mean, what have the Swedes ever done for us?
Oh, modern airplanes as well.
Oh, okay, apart from
That is modern fighter jets, not like modern, commercial flights or anything. I think that was the French.
Oh, no,
I think I can't remember which company was first.
Might have been the French.
It was the French or British. Anyway,
Wasn't it TWA? Wasn't TWA the first to?
Oh, fuck, I don't remember. Basically, there was.
Or Pan Am?
Oh, but I'm talking like the actual plane manufacturer, not the airlines themselves.
Well, that would have been.
I
That would have
think
been.
it was the Comet that was the first, actually, when I think about it.
Douglas.
No, I'm thinking it might have been the Havilland.
Yes. Yeah.
It might have been. I'm not that sure about that one though. Oh, did you hear the Soviet response to that? By the way, have you heard of it?
So response to
the Comet, like when they, oh shit, we gotta get that even better. We gotta get the supersonic thing,
yeah.
and they basically
What did
took
they do?
a Tupolev bomber, removed the fuselage, replaced that with a coupe essentially, and slapped the wings and nose back on it. And yeah, it wasn't super good or any good really, but it was kind of fast. The problem is you couldn't communicate on it because you are literally sitting next to a rocket engine. It was so loud. You had to communicate by writing notes.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Or send a pigeon. Good send a pigeon. Yeah, communication in air travel. It's I don't know. Kind of a fundamental key element of flight.
Haven't I told you about the plane crash in Ekaterinburg? In the, I want to say, mid-80s, where when they find the black box, the last word on the black box is the captain saying, "I bet you I can land this plane with the blinds closed." He could not.
No shit.
Everyone died. It was like 80 people or something.
Isn't Sweden now? I've been watching it again. I've been watching too many of these fucking flight disaster things. Wasn't there a Swedish flight that landed on a block of flats? Is that the one?
Landed on what? Sorry.
Landed on a block of flat, a tower block.
No, it was like an apartment complex, but yeah.
Apartment complex. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of those.
Yeah,
but it was just in Stockholm, so it's okay. No one cares.
Hey, all Swedish lives matter. Okay.
Well, not the ones in Stockholm, really. Not really. I mean, it would if they were real people, but
That's being very Swedish of you.
I'm not sure what Swedish is, as a matter of fact.
Well,
now, basically, what happened in that one was
bigamist.
It was it Boeing? I can't remember which plane manufacturer, was Airbus or Boeing or whatever, but they'd done some new fucked up shit with the anti-icing system, which led to a bunch of ice going back into the engine, and the plane entering. It wasn't a flat spin. I think it was an inverted tailspin, and then just slamming upside down into the ground. Then you had a different one where ice went into the engine, but the pilot managed to actually perform a 10 out of 10 emergency landing. The plane did break up, but no one died in the entire plane, which was fucking miraculous. and that was like solid job. And they actually had another pilot who were flying coach just walking up and helping them land the plane at the time, and he got badly injured. And unfortunately, that pilot never returned to service, even though it wasn't his fault in the slightest. It was just that after a plane crash, about 10% of all pilots never fly again because of psychological issues.
Yeah, I think this is the one. Oh, she's back. This is the one. Vicinity of Stockholm, Arlanda. Arlanda, 1991.
That's the one.
The D anti-icing treatment, but soon afterwards, both engines began surging. That's the one. Yeah, I remember. That's it. McDonnell Douglas. That was the. You said Havilland. I was thinking McDonnell Douglas. Yeah, that was shocking. Did you see that one? Did you see that one the other day in Canada that turned upside down on landing?
I remember seeing it, but I don't actually remember it.
So this
Yeah, I
plane's
don't know how I
coming
feel about flying these days.
Oh yeah, they reported that it had landed upside down. Some people
well, it landed.
I spoke with, and then turned
No,
upside down because it's physically impossible to land a plane like that upside down. It cannot be done.
So it came in, and apparently there was
it turned over.
Yeah,
there was a severe wind change because as it lands, it sort of just hits the ground like that, goes along, slightly banks to the left, to the right. The right wing comes off, and of course it's still going, and then it turns completely upside down, and nobody was fucking injured.
Yeah.
Nobody. Well,
Crazy.
bumps and scrapes, but certainly no one died.
Where was it?
Pretty sure it was Canada. That one was Canada.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're in Canada.
Stand by.
Was it Toronto?
I think it was Toronto.
Well, you can be damn sure of one thing. The pilot definitely apologized.
Yeah. Hey, folks. Welcome to Toronto. We're sorry about the landing. Really sorry about that. That's that was. Ooh.
Fucking hell,
Yeah,
he's
Toronto.
proud of their hockey team.
I'm so sorry about that, folks. I'm really sorry. I apologize. Sorry about that.
No, that's not realistic. You have to say as well.
I'm sorry about that. Hey, I'm really sorry about
No,
that. Hey,
longer look.
Welcome to Toronto. Have a great day. Hey. Is that passengers on the crashed Toronto plane have been offered, and get this as compensation, they've been offered $30,000 each.
Oh, I'll take that.
No. I would just go, no. Talk to my lawyer.
Well, I mean, does Canada have that ridiculous bullshit where you can sue everyone?
Make it $30 million, and then I'll shake your hands. But
over here,
£30,000.
You'd get a K maybe, unless you're injured, of course.
And a carton of Kronenberg, just to sweeten the deal.
Basically, over here, unless you're injured, you're not going to get the thing at all.
It's still trauma, though, isn't it? I mean, trauma's a form of injury.
Yeah, I mean, if you can actually get like a shrink to diagnose you with something, then yeah, you're gonna get something for that. And if it's gonna affect you being able to work and shit, you're gonna get something. But it's very unlikely to be above 30,000, even if it is something.
Did you know that I've just completely insulted you? By the way, you didn't know that, did you? I just said and throw throw a crate of Kronenberg in. Kronenberg is actually French. I thought that was Dutch. I didn't know Kronenberg was French. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
I didn't
didn't even know where it was. I never had one. So
Kronenberg 1664. Oh God, one of the best lagers in the world. Yes, please. Thank you very much, sir.
yeah, no,
So
I'm gonna hard pass on that one, to be honest.
Okay. So you
But
wouldn't
then
know
again,
what
I'm not very-
orange. You wouldn't know
So-
what Orange Boom is, then, would you?
know what?
Orange Boom.
I have no idea what that is.
Orange Boom
My
is
ex-husband
probably
used to
the
like
best.
Spaten.
Like used
You
to
ever
like
hear
what?
of
Sorry.
Spaten? Spaten.
No, never heard of that one.
It's a German beer.
Ooh. Oh, now that's the problem with German, is that you do have so many good lagers coming out of Germany. It's where's Orange Boom from?
I quite enjoy the local stuff here, but I'm not big on lagers in general.
Why don't you just tell me where Orange Boom's from? Ah. Yeah, but it's just the fact that I insulted you thinking that Kronenberg was Swedish when it's actually French.
Why though?
And Orange Boom is made in Holland. So I've managed to double
Yeah, I mean
insult you.
the name sort of implies Holland, doesn't it?
Orange Boom.
Yeah, orange.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that because it's not spelled orange. It's orange. It's O-double-O.
No, I'm gonna bet
so-
a large sum of money that it's pronounced quite differently as well, because
Probably.
G in Holland is pronounced. So,
No,
yeah,
it's not a G. It's a J. It's a J. It's a J.
Yeah, sorry, I meant J. No, wait, I meant G. Sorry, never mind.
You mentioned
Yeah,
right.
fuck.
Orangeboom. I've always known it as.
the Dutch.
I've always known it as Orange Boom.
Funny thing though about Dutch, if I see a newspaper article in some Dutch magazine, I can, with fairly high level of accuracy, determine what it's about, because a written Dutch is borderline similar to Sweden. We can figure out what it means, but spoken is nothing like it.
Yeah,
Because
so you get the
because
gist. Look,
yeah,
at the
because
word
in basically in Dutch, what you do is you take a word in Swedish and then you add 15 W's, I's, and K's to the word and J's, and then you're done.
Yep.
Because
and then
that's all they do.
And then put some accents over a fucking O or a Z, or put a little cross through.
I don't think there is a language you do that over the Z actually.
Again,
What
I'm
the
just taking the
fuck is
piss. But, Tony?
Also, it's not an accent; it's an
Oh,
umlaut.
a Z. I thought you said what is that in bed? What's a Z?
What the fuck?
Really?
Z. It's the last letter of the alphabet.
Zed?
Yeah.
You know, X, Y, Z.
XYZ.
No, that's the third letter. Person.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys say Zed.
That's a made up pronunciation by a bunch of 340 million people
Well, listen.
who drive on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, what you can do if you have difficult remembering, remember how you spell your name. That's a C.
With a C? Yes.
Yeah, that's a C.
Yes,
Yes.
that's a C.
This is
A
this is
Z,
C.
the letter
Z.
Z is one letter. The word Z is a word. It's spelled Z-E-D.
No,
No, it's
that's
just
a word.
it's
The
just
letter said this. Said.
it's just said.
That's
It's
cute.
just said.
Otherwise, we're
Just like-
running
only slightly.
into issues with B as well.
Yeah. B. Y.
C
W-H-Y. Mhm.
and P.
Oh, you
G
say
could be
H.
G-double-E. How do I say H?
Right. You guys say H with the, you sound out the H. We don't.
With a H. H.
Yeah.
I don't actually because
It
it's more difficult
Yeah.
for me to pronounce it that way. But yeah,
It is actually pronounced completely. I am the only person I know that says H, and I get
well, I mean,
the piss taken
you're wrong
out of
actually,
me
Chuck, because it's not
horrendously.
four.
Mm-hmm.
The correct
I get the piss.
pronunciation is four. That's just the way it is.
I definitely get the piss taken out of me by the way I say H, because I'm kind of a freak. It's
Yeah, you're free.
it's how- well, yeah, apart from the obvious, but yeah, that's
All
how I
right.
grew up. I just know as a H.
I gotta go to bed, guys.
All
I gotta work in the morning.
All right. Thank you for pumping back up and saying goodbye.
I love you.
Glad you had a
Yes,
nice
it was,
night at that very strange hotel. I shall have to go there one day.
Oh, you'd love it. You'd love it. I can't wait to
No.
take you there.
I've
All right.
no
Good
doubt I
night,
will.
guys.
All
It's
All
nice
right.
to
Thank
see
you.
you all.
Love you, darling. All right. And
night,
you. Talk
honey.
to you soon. Good night.
Yep.
I remember.
It's the red button.
You see this, Chuck?
Oh wow. Oh shit. There is. Ooh. Oh.
E.T. phone
Nice.
home.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. Oh, that's funny. All right, I'm gonna have to assist Chrissy here and to kick her. There you go. I'll kick her out. She hasn't realised it's the red button.
Oh,
All right. Well, how do we go for 3 hours? I think that's perfect. I managed to get my story out eventually about meeting the members of OMD. I do apologise for the latency in my. I am going to chase
yeah.
up this
About
guy.
that. That seems
about
very,
the computer.
very planned. That you intentionally had that latency. So clearly, it was like a power move in order to make us feel worse.
I don't know what it is. I spoke to the landlord and I says, "Have you changed?" Because everything seems to have happened around that 20th of January when the SSD drive just shit itself.
Mm.
And so I bought that other computer, and now the internet just doesn't seem to be. But it's pumping. I don't know if I can do it while I'm live. What's it called? Test my speed.
Oh, there are a ton of them.
Yeah, run a speed test. So it says. Check your internet speed in under 30 seconds. The speed test usually transfers less than 40. Okay. So if we go to
It
Ookla,
might not work when you're streaming, though. It might fuck with it.
no, well, it should tell me. Well, it'll tell me what I'm up. What have I made? It's the upload speed, isn't it? It's the upload speed, not the download speed.
Well, I
It's
mean,
the upload.
it's a bit of both, but it's mainly the upload speed.
Okay, so the download speed is. Oh, getting a bit better. Oh, it's getting a lot better. Okay, so the average download speed is 60 megabytes per second. And the average, whilst I'm live, the average upload speed is 95 megabytes per second.
Mm.
Now, to the best of my knowledge, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right. Hey,
To the best of my
speaking of
knowledge.
upload speeds and download speeds and that, thinking about something. Auditing America, Glenn Serio. If he were to upload something,
Oh, yes.
would it be slower due to his immense volume? Or would it go quicker because it's so greasy, so it just slipped by?
It just slips straight through. Yeah. It just,
Yeah, it's like it's a ball of slime,
gone.
essentially. It's going,
just slides right down that fiber optic. Just.
Did you read about that like 10, 15 years ago when they found him in the sewers in London, I think? That was Glenn Serio, right?
Go on. Oh, probably. Oh, yeah. I got you. Okay. AI tells me, I've typed in what upload speed do I need to stream on StreamYard, and AI overview says to stream smoothly on StreamYard, you should aim for a minimum upload of 5 megabits per second. For better quality, especially with multiple guests or high definition, consider aiming for 7 megabytes. So I'm running at 95, and I'm still. So it's not the internet, then, is it? It's definitely not. It's definitely the fucking computer.
Yeah, it could be some. No, it can be some kind of firewall shit as well and stuff like that. You can still fuck with it.
All right. I'll have a look at firewalls. I do know how to do that.
Depending on modem and stuff, you may have to do some port forwarding, that kind of stuff.
Oh, so getting to the modem. Back out. What's that? That's 192.1.1.
It depends on the modem. You can usually
tell me on
Google
the back,
it.
wouldn't it? Well, I can go and have a look at the back. It'll tell me the gateway to it.
There is also a command prompt that you can use. You can open the command and just run a text, and it'll tell you what the IP is for the modem.
But isn't that weird that, mind you, I suppose if that computer was set, that's why it could do everything. And then when I bought the new computer, if the firewall wasn't set to the, okay. So maybe the old computer had a really good setting.
Yeah, it might have been set up for it.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Okay. All right. I'll have to have a look at that. All right. Paracord, are you still with us?
Yep.
Okay. I haven't done this for a while. In fact, I haven't done this for a very, very, very long while. Last thoughts. Oh, I can't remember the last time I did this.
Last thoughts for what?
Well, to close the stream down, I just normally go around the panel, because I used to have some really big panels, and say, what are your last thoughts? Just give me a little gem. Give me something that your father told you, or your grandfather told you, or a little ditty that you've learned here and there. So I'll start with Paracord. So I'll give you time to think, because I've just dropped this on your toes. Paracord, last thoughts.
Don't say everything you're thinking.
I was just about to say, if you're struggling, I've got one for you. Don't argue with your fucking supervisor, or else you get fired. That was something I was going to do. Yeah, it's true. Do not say everything you're thinking. No,
Even if they're a
it's best.
dickwad.
Or even if they are a dickwad. Or I suppose another one is engage the brain before opening mouth. That could be another one.
I never smacked my boss in the face once.
Don't fuck your boss in a payphone. Is that what you just said?
No, I said I nearly smacked my boss in the face once.
Oh,
No, I cocked my hand, and it was enough to make him stumble back and get sit on his ass. It was quite funny.
Yeah. Fair comment.
Yeah, he was
done
a
that
piece of shit, so it doesn't matter.
Done that a few times as a cop. You just put your hand on the OC spray, or you put your hand on the baton, and they go, all right, you got me, I'll give up.
Yeah, he fucking stumbled back, just sat on his ass. It was so funny.
That's a good one. I like that.
All
right, so I'm going to throw it open to you, Robin. Your debut on Last Thoughts.
Okay. If enough people tell you that you should change your behavior, they can go fuck themselves. Yeah, never change. Just be true to yourself, basically.
Yep. That's wow. My brother wrote me a note, and this is the note, and he's basically written that in there because we were talking about a lot of stuff in the very short few hours we had together. We talked about a lot of stuff, and I told him a lot of stuff, and he put it in a note, and he actually said, "Yeah, just do you. You just do you."
Yeah.
My last thought is, and it's a bit of an obvious one, but when you are in New Zealand, it doesn't matter where you are, what time of year it is, how many hats you put on, and if you never look north at the sun, always put fucking sunscreen on everywhere, especially the nose.
Really?
That's my last thought.
I never actually, not never. I haven't used sunscreen in past 15, 20 years, ever.
Mate, trust me, in New Zealand, it's imperative. It's just started raining now. Well, raining. We're having a bit of a shower. The sky's a bit gloomy, but I can see the outline of the sun. I would put sunscreen on because it can get you. Trust
but
me.
you're British, though.
We've got no ozone layer.
Yeah, but you're also
Mate,
British, and you're like super sensitive to that stuff.
Aren't Swedes sensitive
Not
also?
me.
With all that pale hair and
No, not in particular. I mean, in the summer we have sun 24/7 in part of Sweden, and I never had an issue with it. Not really. I mean, I've been burned a few times, but nothing major. Not like my skin is falling off or anything. Oh, Chuck!
No.
Have you seen the film Sunshine?
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
All right, no, I'm just thinking that it reminds me of you in a bit. You can check out why later.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a little bit funny.
That's funny. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Thanks for that. I get the I get the reference, shall we say. All right. Lady and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody as well that popped up. Tom DeCastro, the Jokers channel. Thank you very much. Thank you to Chrissy and to Retro. Thank you so much. always, as ever, always appreciated. Good to have a chat. Good to have a catch up. We will try and do something midweek. We'll see how we get on with Mr. Computer Man, see if he can fix me. But in the meantime, thank you so much. And I will talk to you both very, very soon.